this timeline that I've fallen into certainly is one of them.
I do think I'm missing from your stream.
Just give me a moment of peace before it all just falls apart.
Ooh, I'm in your walls.
Well, not anymore, you're not.
Burst through them like Kool-Aid Man.
Christ on a cracker. Anyway, greetings and felicitations, assorted children of the internet. I am the Logician once again, joined here by GaelicNox, and it's been a few days.
Yeah.
So, before we even proceed any further with the main event, as it were, I did want to get something out of the way, because in light of recent events, the likes of which I'm sure I don't need to elaborate on, there are a lot of feelings going around, all of them valid, and I just wanted to address them here and now. I'll keep it brief, I promise. All I'm going to say is, if the events of the past few days have made any of you feel at all unsafe, unheard, unwanted, or unwelcome, you are welcome here. You are wanted here. And we will have zero tolerance for anyone who tries to come in here and make you feel as though you are not the exceptional human being with limitless potential that you are. I understand that for many people right now, still in the depths of their respective degrees of sadness, fear, anger, depression, and otherwise hopelessness, as difficult as it may be to believe at this point in time, there is something to look forward to. As difficult as it may seem, depending on your circumstances, and I do recognize that not all of ours are the same, and some of us may feel more at peril than others, justifiably so, there is something to look forward to. There are people who care about you, and you matter. Regardless of what anything anyone else has to say about it, you matter, you are important, you are wanted, and you are welcome here.
Very well said.
So anyway, Pokémon. For those of you late to the proverbial party, as it were, GaelicNox and I are going to be continuing our latest entry in a series of challenge runs of Pokémon, known colloquially as Nuzlocks. Now, for the uninitiated, a Nuzlocke is a playthrough of a Pokemon game with self-enforced rules that make the playthrough more difficult. Usually the default rules to go with this challenge run of a Pokemon game include the two base rules in that you can only catch the first Pokemon you encounter on each route, and should ever your Pokemon faint in battle, it is considered dead and can no longer be used. Optionally, many people choose to nickname their Pokemon so as to form stronger emotional attachments to them, thus making it that much more difficult to let them go. We also have minor rules in effect here, a dupes clause saying we can catch a different Pokemon if the first one we encounter we have caught before, things like that. But this is a special type of Nuzlocke called a Soul Link, which, to address the matter as to why I am not alone here, And why half of you are probably watching this, who am I kidding? Most of you are probably watching this on Nox's channel. Why there's a split in streams and players here. Well, a Soul Link is a type of Nuzlocke where two people play either the same Pokemon game or different versions of that game from the same generation. And every Pokemon obtained is ostensibly linked to that of the other player. Meaning, the moment I pick my starter, Gaelic here has their starter linked with mine. And since this is a Nuzlocke, that means, should anything happen to my starter, unfortunately, the same will happen to theirs.
Mine.
Yes. This applies to all Pokemon, whether they are captured in the wild or obtained through eggs. There's no avoiding it. But here's the gimmick of this one in particular. It's going to be similar to everything we just described, with one important distinction. Every time one of
we can never do anything normally.
Yes, and I do apologize. I did not mean to interrupt you.
Ah, yes. How could you?
History's greatest monster. Anyway, I need to stop myself before I address history's actual greatest monster, but we already addressed that. Moving on. Every time one of us loses a Pokemon, not only do they become no longer usable, we have to play a completely different game. Every time we lose a Pokemon, we have to go to this handy-dandy picker wheel. And depending on what we get from this wheel, we have to play an entirely new Pokemon game. This means we essentially, if we lose this current one we're on, have to start all the way from the beginning in a different game. So, say for example, we were to lose, for whatever fucking reason, our water starter at the Rock-type gym. In that case, we would go here, spin the wheel, and well, this rolled the exact same game.
You know, which does kind of like bring us to the next point we had.
Exactly. Because it gets even more complicated than that. Should we roll the exact same game we were playing, we do have to start over still, and we get one do-over for each game, but the condition is that not only do we add an additional rule to the rule sets for the rest of the run, but if we have to redo a game, all the Pokemon in that game will be randomized. We're currently playing Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So if we were to lose this run, we would get one more shot at it, but all the Pokemon would be randomized. Yes, Alex, we are implementing a randomizer, much to our collective chagrin.
Oh, if that happens, you get to see us trying to work out how to randomize these games live, because I think I know how to do it, but oh boy.
Tech support is a motherfucker when you have no one to call on but yourself.
Yeah.
Yes, RNG
Neither
is
of us
in
are
fact...
the tech game, we are...
Yeah. RNG is in fact the name of the game. But I digress, yes. We're going to be continuing where we left off in our previous stream with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So I might as well stop beating around the bush. You know, that was the best time for the game to crash.
Oh. Also, for my chat, do you prefer having the game music or the music up playing? You go ahead now.
I was just going to say, I literally monologued so long the game died of old age. Would not be the first time that's happened.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that's not the first time that's happened for you, but anyway.
Oh, my word. This Speaking of, how are the audio levels sounding for all of you so far? Are either of us too loud or too quiet? Does that apply to the game music? Once again, sorting out technical difficulties before they become actual issues. Alright, well... I forgot I named myself Ligny.
I just got HM cut.
Yeah.
I was just talking in random houses for fun while I waited for you to stop crashing, but
You got
I got cut.
You know? It's going to be immensely useful.
The house to the left.
Alright. This is why you always trash the check. Okay, I guess it wasn't in the trash.
No, you gotta talk to the guy that you just ran past.
Listen, I have been... I have been...
Social anxiety.
Listen, decades of playing this game, literally decades of playing this franchise, have conditioned me to always check the trash cans, even though that stopped really being relevant after the first couple of gens.
Yeah. I can, we have another encounter.
Do we? Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Do. The question is, though,
We actually have two.
Will we get interrupted by our rival on the way there, though? That's the question.
I cannot remember. Oh, there's an item over here, though. Don't mind if I do. I don't think we do get interrupted by him.
Okay, because I think that comes later, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so Route 116. And remember,
Yes.
we have infinite dupes clause on this time around. I'm gonna say, next time we die, we might limit the dupes clause to 3 attempts, depending on how things are going. But we're gonna be adding...
that's fair.
We're gonna be adding a new rule each time we have to start a new game.
I got your favorite child.
Oh, gosh.
Well, to be fair, this one isn't too bad. It's its evolution
It's
that you
teenage
despise.
phase. You know?
The boy.
I was gonna say, isn't Whismer a rare encounter?
I think so.
So I got...
Also, are we
Go ahead.
going to go with the idea where, because that thing can evolve into 2, that I get 2 encounters?
I'd say... Well... That's actually a good question. You know what? Fuck it. We're still on the first run. We can afford to be a bit... until the start of next year, we can afford to be pretty liberal.
Oof.
Oof.
Too soon.
Is it, though?
A little bit.
I keep forgetting. Go, racism!
I mean, with the current climate.
I was going to say.
Woof.
Hey, look at that. Racism worked. There's just going to be a lot of unintended topical jokes in this stream.
Yeah.
Racism wins for now. But only for now. Only for now.
Pokemon.
So, we have a noisy
Come on,
cricket,
butthead.
and we have a future screamer. I forget who chose last, so I'm just going to give it to you. The name.
Oh god. I gotta catch it first. Hold on.
Oh, fair enough.
I didn't want to hit it because it's...
Yeah, no, I
think
just
it's
threw a
a-
ball as well.
Yeah. Okay, I've used Yawn, and I'm gonna switch to Tide Pod.
Yes. While you're doing that, I think I'm going to get an asset for this boy.
Oh, so you don't die. I can always grab the asset because I can already hear your thing chugging.
Oh, yes. Let's see. Should be able to download it.
bag, Pokeballs.
Okay, here we go. Alright, I got it.
Okay. Not that we can really do anything with it. Oh, we can possibly put it in the team, but
Yeah, I was gonna say, depends.
For the first time, we have a full team. Also, I got it.
Excellent. So, what shall we
Also,
bequeath this? Go ahead.
I have a terrible idea.
Well, you know we're going to go with it.
Okay, So, this is like very tongue. Oh, okay. So, lore for context, I got a Whismer, which evolves into Loudred, which, if y'all don't know, is one of the Logician's most hated Pokemon. So, of course, I need to make a joke out of it.
I hesitate to even call it a Pokemon.
Thank you for the follow, Growhead.
Oh yeah.
Now, I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I'm a massive fan of the Try Guys, and there was a running joke with their series Without a Recipe. Whenever Keith would make a recipe, and he would give them a specific title. And it also kind of plays off the fact that there's a few people that have given you a specific nickname.
Mm-hmm.
We're naming this encounter Daddy's Favorite.
I mean, I suppose
I don't think the whole thing will fit, so it'll probably be Daddy's fave, but...
I mean, we'll see.
Please don't too late.
I think there's just enough for Daddy's fave.
I forgot the apostrophe. How could I?
There we are. I mean, just the nomenclature is gonna be cursed throughout this entire fucking run. We might as well get used to it.
Yeah.
You haven't seen Try Guys in a minute? I haven't seen it ever. The closest I've ever seen was Tryhards from Tom Scaw's group of friends.
Oh no, I did it all as one word, but it's got caps lock in the correct place. Oh, I'm cursed.
Alright, Daddy's fave was transferred to the box one.
I'm gonna get Daddy's fave part 2.
Alright, so... should we go for the one on the route up north?
There isn't an encounter there yet for us. We don't have a rod or anything.
Is there not? Let's
Nope.
see.
That's a dupes. Also, for context, the reason that I am hunting for a second encounter here,
yes.
I just got into a battle, is because Nincada evolves into 2 Pokemon at the same time. So in order to balance it out, we decided that if one of us got a Nincada, the other person would get 2 encounters on that route, so as to balance that whole thing.
You know, my
which means that...
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, which means if one of them dies, like, the other 3 also die.
Yeah. I was just going to say, like, all my life I've pronounced it Nincada, but since it's based on a cicada, Nincada makes much more sense.
Exactly.
Then again, I know this is also treading into the Rayquaza territory, which don't get me started on that.
It's Rayquaza. It's Rayquaza. If you call it Rayquaza, I'm gonna punt you.
Arceus, you know.
It's Arceus, not Arceus. Nincada. See, I always pronounce it like Cascada, Nincada, because they're both shrill.
And that's absolutely fair. Because ninja. That is correct.
Exactly.
Oh, my favorite Pokemon, Ninjago. I literally only know that show exists because of previous clients.
For a second, I forgot what you do for work, and I was like,
for
client?
the uninitiated, I have extensive work experience as a behavioral therapist for children, teens, and adults on the spectrum, among other things.
Which makes our friendship make so much sense.
It really does. It's just
I'm like,
check those
I'm
DBT
like a
cards
work
I got.
project at home.
Yeah. Yeah, check those DBT cards I got you. You'll find the proper coping skills for when we inevitably fuck up.
Or I got an encounter.
Oh, dare I ask?
We didn't account for this. It's an Nincada. An Nincada.
You know? That, I guess that bears the question, should I go for another as well, or do we have you re-roll?
I feel like the only fair thing would be to re-roll, because otherwise that's 6 Pokemon.
This is
that
technically... This is technically a loophole in our rule set thus far. Huh. We found the infinite Pokemon hack.
Okay, before I do anything, I'm gonna ask chat. So chat, what do you think we should do? Actually, can I do a poll?
I mean...
No, I can't. Okay, chat, put...
Go ahead.
Oh, you're first.
No, I apologize. Go ahead.
No, because what you might have to say might override what I'm about to say, so you go first.
I was just going to say it might make the most sense to, like, re-roll for now, but since this is on your stream and you're addressing your chat, I would say it's fair that they have a say.
Okay, I was gonna ask both of our chats if we do, like, put one in the chat for go with the 6 Pokeside, or go for a 2
Oh, so
if re-roll.
Laura's put forward the proposal, no re-rolls, but when it evolves, you have to discard one of the evolutions.
You know, I'm down and I already know which one I'm discarding because one of them is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Look me in the eyes and ask me if I'm picking Ninjask over Shedinja.
I was going to say, I can't imagine what the Hellhound / Church Grim is going to prefer, the regular bug or the literal ghost.
It's baby!
Yeah, on 1 HP.
Listen, it just makes Nuzlocke a bit interesting.
It does.
And as long as nothing has a super effective move, they can't touch it.
True. 1 HP in a dream, absolutely.
I think there's very few things that are actually effective against it. So
I
this
mean,
is also Daddy's fave.
Other than flying and fire and ghost and dark.
No, dark is not super effective. Because dark is weak to bug.
Isn't it bug ghost, or am I misremembering?
It's bug ghost, but dark is not super effective because
Oh, you're right, because like
ghost
bug is so it'd be neutral.
Super effective. Yeah. So yeah.
I remember being very confused the first time I learned that bug types are super effective against dark types, and I think the reasoning behind that, I've always pictured as like, I initially pictured it as like, oh, because fireflies light up the dark, but I think it's more the concept of bugs naturally live in the dark and they're not deterred by it the same way other things are afraid of the dark.
Well, so the other way I view it is that, like, because to me, dark type is almost like a fair type, which is why psychic is weak to dark. And why dark is immune to weakness. Dark is immune to psychic because you can't overcome your fears just by thinking hard enough.
Yeah.
Which makes sense why fighting and bug are super effective against dark, because fight your fears, and also one of the most popular fears is bugs.
That, and I believe the other aspect of it is that fighting types are often depicted as superhero-esque, and superheroes are supposed to win against the supervillains.
Exactly. Hello, Skinny.
Pokemon types are they get very creative once you get past the initial rock, paper, scissors of fire, water, and grass.
Yeah.
Correct. Laura points out another aspect. In Japanese, dark type is literally called evil type.
You know, so yeah, there we go. Case closed.
Yep.
Why must we daddy? Because we're cursed. Have you met us? wasn't even redeemed at that time.
No, but now, like, you get that one for free.
Gee, thanks.
Nuzlocke bonus.
Can I edit your name while you're here? No. Do I have to move you into my party?
What?
Oh no, I misspelled. I mean, I named it Daddy's Fave, but I misspelled it on the Whisper, so I'm seeing if I can edit it. Because I know in some you can.
I think they started the implementation of always changing the name in Legends Arceus.
Yeah.
No, actually, it was either Arceus or Sword and Shield. I think it might have been Sword and Shield, where they got rid of the name Raider.
Sure. Can we make a reverse redeem where you promise not to make a noise? I mean, help them get to affiliate and you can have point redeems, so I mean...
You know?
Go, go, go.
Oh no, they say he's got to go. I had a feeling you'd get that reference. To explain, both Gaelic and I are avid fans of the Godzilla series.
I mean, we're both autistic, it makes sense.
Yeah, you're not even wrong. I don't think I ever asked, what was your first Godzilla movie?
Oh, fuck, that's a good question. I don't actually know. The first one I remember, because apparently I watched a couple of them when I was teeny tiny. I don't remember them because I watched them with my dad. This is also the man that would sit me on his lap while he was playing Castle Wolfenstein.
You know?
So, like,
that absolutely
he was like,
tracks.
this kid's gonna be a nerd. But then we kind of stopped watching them because we started watching things like Walking with Dinosaurs and that. So the first one I actively remember watching... God, what was it?
I mean, if it helps, like, spark your memory, I can tell you what my first one was.
Yeah, that might help. I'm pretty sure it was one of the newer ones was like the first one I watched, because I stopped for a while.
Okay, I thought you were making a guess at mine, but I apologize.
No, God, no, you're an old man.
Oh, yes. My first was Godzilla vs. Megalon.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it was a VHS tape of, I believe, the TV release version that my aunt had. And I think she let me keep it because I loved it so much. And that sent me down the road of tokusatsu in general, because I think not long after that I got into Power Rangers.
Yeah. Which is, fun fact, now filmed in New Zealand. Are you good, Quinn? Sorry, my dog is making horrific noises. He has a benign lump, like on his throat next to his esophagus. But because he's an old man, it would be, like, to remove it would be more traumatic and more dangerous to his health than to just leave it alone. And every so often when he breathes too heavy, he makes a retching noise. So.
Oh, that's absolutely valid. Also, it was less a question for the chat, Silver, more of a question like between Gaelic and I, and that was, what was our first Godzilla movie? So it looks like...
Also, I remembered which one it is. My first one that I actively remember was Shin Godzilla, which explains a lot.
I was going to say, that would in fact explain a lot. Pisea says...
To this day, it's still my favorite.
It's one of the best. I think the only one that might be a little better is -1.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Pisea says, I've never seen any of the Godzilla movies. Your granny loved them. Laura
We're cornering you and making you watch them.
Oh, yes. And Laura said the first one that I showed Laura was the OG from 1954. Alex says it was probably Space Godzilla, which that's a hell of a one to start with.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Okay, you know what? I have a question for both of our chats.
Mm-hmm.
What was a movie that you watched as a kid? And it can be a movie that you should not have watched as a kid. But what was the movie that you saw as a kid that traumatized you? beyond belief. Because I have two.
That would be... I forget what it was called off the top of my head. But it was a movie with Sean Connery where he and another actor got trapped in the mountains and were being hunted by a killer grizzly bear. My father took me to see that when I was 7 years old.
Okay, we got traumatized around the same age.
Yeah.
So I was 8 years old, and my dad would stay up late at night watching movies. Pointedly, it was movies that I should not have seen as a kid, but I always wanted to spend more time with my dad, and I was adamant I wanted to watch a movie with him. So he relented, and he sat my 8-year-old ass down and watched War of the Worlds with me, the one with Tom Cruise.
I was going
the
to say,
really bloody one.
That's not a bad movie, but probably maybe not one you should have seen at that point. Also, looks like Silver's was It.
Oh god.
Alex was Aliens or Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh yes, and Laura was Phantasmagoria, which I'll say that counts.
Oh god.
Let's see. I think
Cloudy over on my side says The Brothers Grimm, which I still need to see. Like, it sounds right up my alley.
It does, absolutely. Alright.
But the second one that traumatized me was also one of my favorite movies growing up. It was just one scene that I could not watch. So when I was really little, like, I mean like 2, and like even younger than that, for whatever reason, I had an innate fear of puppets. You could not put on, like, anything to do with puppets, Muppets, anything like that. I would freak out and cry.
It's valid.
The movie that traumatized me, that every other part of it I adored, except for one scene, was Labyrinth. I adored Labyrinth. The one scene I could not watch because I would have nightmares and throw up was the fiery scene.
Oh, yes.
To this day, I skip it. I fucking hate it. I can't stand it.
No, I totally get that. It's been a minute and a half since I've seen Labyrinth.
You cannot deny David Bowie.
I was going to say. Laura says, it's hard to explain, but it's hard to traumatize lore and media. Then again, your dreams are much worse than anything you've seen. You generally... Sorry, just skipping Natural Gift. But, yeah, no, by and large, the dreams you have shared with me are the stuff of Guillermo del Toro's filmography, which is saying something.
Okay, but Guillermo's movies are just shit. Like, Pan's Labyrinth? Oh my
yes.
god.
Pan's Labyrinth, Hellboy,
yes.
Pacific Rim.
Abe is my husband, and I have a essay about why.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that essay got turned into Shape of Water.
You know. I still need to see it. I haven't seen it yet, because I know when I do, it's going to be my entire personality for a hot minute.
I mean, what? You, the monster artist and not safe for work artist, enjoying Shape of Water? Can't imagine why that would be.
Did the handhole fuck anyone else up? Labyrinth fucked me up too. Handhole? Which bit is the handhole?
The hand hole.
Oh, the hole that she falls down and all the hands grab her. See, okay.
Oh, okay.
I can see why it would, but I have sleep paralysis, and one of my sleep paralysis things, when it's not mimicking my trauma, is just hands reaching out from the walls and shit and grabbing me. So, like, much like Law, my dreams are worse. So, like, that never got to me.
Yeah, no, that's valid. Alright, so, Tide Pod is now level 14, which I believe is our max.
Yep, that's the level cap. So I think my Tide Pod's level 13, nearly level 14. So
well, Beefus is evolving. This is our first evolution of the run.
When the girl's being grabbed by all those hands, I realized it was a few folks awakening. In more ways than one.
I mean, listen. For some people, it was the hand scene. For others, it was that tree from Evil Dead. Yes, you should absolutely learn Gust. Let's see. probably gonna go with
It's not the most effective in this gym, but the next gym,
yeah, no,
Chef's
definitely.
Kiss.
I think I'm gonna get rid of String Shot because Beautifly is squishy, and it should probably
Yeah.
do with a bit of Harden.
Also, I was always torn when I was younger. In fact, even now, I'm always torn between whether I wanted to be with the Goblin King or whether I wanted to be the Goblin King.
The answer is yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently there's a manga to go with it, but I've never read it.
I think there was like a prequel manga, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, there's like a prequel and a sequel, apparently, where like it goes further into their relationship, which is problematic at best. But let's not get into that.
I hesitate to even call it a relationship so much as potential
In the
felony.
manga, I believe it is, but yeah, it's a felony.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like the little girl and the unicorn from Sailor Moon. You know, we don't talk about it. We just acknowledge that was a thing and we move on.
Also, I would argue and say that we're probably ready for the gym,
Let's see here.
considering we're probably going to be Tide Pod sweeping.
More or less, I would imagine. So, let's see. Got Tide
Okay, you
Pod.
know what, Law? That's a good idea. And also, I need to draw them.
Yeah. Let's see.
I do wish we had a lucky egg that we could, like, slap onto one of our Pokemon to,
Yeah.
like, speed level it.
Oh yeah.
Can you interact with the fossils? You can interact with the fossils. I just wish it was a little more interactive, other than there's a lot of fossils displayed. Like, tell me about them. I want to know about the shiny one.
Absolutely. Now, I think Roxanne's gym is the same as Brock's in that there's only one trainer before the gym leader herself, right?
I think there's 3. There's
Oh.
3 in here.
Interesting.
But much like the other ones,
Oh, wow, you're
the
right.
the level cap stops being a thing once we enter. So
Okay.
here we go.
Yep. I forgot
Also, I
she's
got the
a
most
teacher.
delightful. She is a teacher, which I think is so cool.
Oh, yeah.
But I got the most delightful gingerbread house candle from the secondhand store of all places, and it is so nice.
Nice. Alright, well, I'm just gonna save here to solidify
Oh,
that
they
we-
all have sturdy.
Oh, God. Well, that's gonna be fun. Now, let me
Yep.
see here. Now,
A
does...
secret hit, you can bypass them. However, I
I,
want to beat them up. I have a mudkip.
I just realized I was about to ask, does racism have water gun? And I'm like, yeah, if you count the hoses.
Oof. Oof.
Yeah, I didn't feel great about that one.
Law, sir.
I keep forgetting. Totally legal copy of the game, by the way. Just trying to familiarize myself with the.
I
totally
really
legal
need to
3DS
draw
controls.
a picture of us just walking through this gym with 2 mudkips holding them like little guns.
Yes.
They just water gun their way through.
It reminds me of like, I can't imagine this is a thing outside of the U.S. But when I was in my teens, there was this specific squirt gun toy called a water worm, and what it was basically a fairly sturdy water balloon that was covered with like this cloth wormy body and a hard plastic tail and a hard plastic head. And what you did was you attached the head by the nozzle to like a hose, filled it up, and then you pressed down on the head to release water. It sounds a lot more.
Huh.
It sounds a lot less child friendly when I say it out loud, but it was like one of my favorite
Yeah.
squirt guns ever.
I don't recall having those. We had something that sounded a bit like this, but like that, but it was like a sprinkler. Like you jam it into the ground, plug your hose into it, and it would flail everywhere.
Oh, that sounds a lot like. I think we had something similar to that as well.
The thing that popped into my head when you said waterworm, and I know it's not what they're called, but what popped into my head were those. They were like a tube that you could stick your arm through. They were like a squishy tube filled with like water, and it was usually full of like little plastic fish and glitter, and they were usually blue.
Interesting.
Do you remember those things? And you like squish them and they go fucking flying.
It's like some sort of like stim toy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah! I fucking love them.
Yeah.
I want one so bad. Yeah, they look like really small, kind of elongated water wings.
Yeah, there's like, but you could only fit like your fingers in them.
Yeah. Oh my god, that reminds.
Yep.
So as a kid, I was a fucking menace in the water, especially considering that like I can't swim all that well. So my parents would go down to this little water hole near us called Devil's Elbow, which it's called that because whenever it rains, it turns into a whirlpool.
Oh, that's
but they'd go down to this water hole called Devil's Elbow, and I was like 2, and they'd stick me in an inflatable ring and tie a rope to it and tie the other end to like a tree and just let me kind of vibe while they were in there with us. I
hate to say it, you just described the opening scene from Godzilla vs. Megalon, where he's on the weird, like, dolphin jet ski.
Yeah!
And then the fucking earthquake splits open the bottom of the lake, and they have to break out the rope to save him.
Except it's a fucking toddler who, if they did not have in the ring, if they did not have in the ring and did not tie to a tree, would take off down the river and you wouldn't see them again. You know? And I know that because it happened 3 times before they caught on they needed to tie me to something.
God.
Because I would just nope out immediately. I was a menace. I'm still a menace. I nope out unintentionally.
I mean,
this is why I've made a joke.
You ended up a VTuber. Is it any surprise?
Yeah. But like I'm the kind of person that like if I'm out in public with you.
So Butthead is evolving. I apologize.
You're good. But it's a running joke that if I'm like out with like a group of people at like an event, like say a convention or even just a market or something, you need to keep a hold of me because I will just fuck off somewhere.
I mean,
not intentionally. I get distracted.
If it's any consolation, I was a literal leash child at one point.
I should have been a leash child.
You know?
But my parents never got a leash.
I think
the closest they got was they gave me my dog's leash. And I would hold on to the dog. She was a Kelpie.
I want to say that started when my parents were at a used car dealership, or just a car dealership, and I ended up locking myself inside of one of the cars and scaring the ever-living shit out of my parents and the employees. And apparently I was just laughing it up the whole time while they were screaming, trying to get me out.
Okay, that's beautiful, though.
Oh, yes. Alright. Let's see. You had a friend that brought you a collar with a bell because whenever you went to the bookstore together, you would disappear. You know what? I'm struggling to remember whether or not I took you to Powell's bookstore the last time you were in Portland, Silver, but I will make a note of that because that is literally the largest privately owned bookstore in the world, and they literally have to sell maps for you to be able to find your way around.
Okay, that's kind of adorable, though.
Gosh. All right.
Are we ready?
Well, I have to fight this third trainer.
I was a well-behaved child with 2 leash child older brothers. I came along after they both bit Mum while feeding. It was nothing more than a relief after that. Yeah. You know?
Didn't one of them also run you over with a bike?
Mother. You know, that makes sense with older brothers. Apparently I also bit my mother, and out of sheer reflex, she slapped me, and I refused to eat after that.
You know?
I weaned myself immediately. I was
See,
like,
that's
nope.
just, it's like with a rabid dog. Like, you don't, like, pull away. That's just going to make them bite deeper. And knowing you, you would have probably resorted to the death roll.
Jesse ran me over when I was like 2.
Yeah.
Oh god, I didn't grow up with my older siblings because there was like a 22-year-old age gap. But I grew up with my older male cousins, and there were 3 of them. 2 of them were 2 years older, and because they were twins, and then one was 4 years older. And apparently, you know those little like trikes that you push with your feet?
Oh yes.
We had one of those, and we also have. I don't know what this is in miles, but we have a 1/2 kilometer long driveway, and it's a hill. We're at the top of the hill, the road's at the bottom. And my cousins put me on it, and then all 3 of them piled on themselves. I was 2, the twins were 4, Josh was 6. And we pushed ourselves off the edge of the driveway and went hurtling down on this little trike.
I mean, I used to do something similar where I would just like go up to the house of the neighbor who was on the highest hill in the cul-de-sac, and I would just let go of the bike pedals and skirt my way all the way down on my bike. And little shit that I even came up with a way to make it more dangerous by crossing my legs over each other in front of me, almost like I was in a lotus position on my bike.
How are we alive?
Good question. Next question. Anyway, want to fight
Ryan
the gym
ran
leader?
over my dad with the car. What? Yes, I do. But also, what the hell? Why is your child? Why was your brother in a car by himself?
I'm in my mom's car. Vroom, vroom.
Vroom, vroom.
Get out the car!
Children heal pretty quick. I mean, I got fully trampled by, like, a herd of horses.
I mean, what doesn't kill you?
I also have never broken a bone.
Cannot say that I am so lucky.
I mean, considering your foot's currently in a moon boot.
Don't worry about it.
You know, I do got sturdy. We're about to beat up this teacher with a Tide Pod.
Yeah, gee, I wonder if us with Mudkip and Lotad are going to be able to take on the first rock-type gym leader in Hoenn, the region of water. Oh. That was stronger than I expected.
What happened? Oh dear. Oh no.
I think that may have lowered some stats as well, so I'm going to shift over to Tide Pod.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't lead with Tide Pod.
I was trying to level up racism. You know?
Dev's checking something about the car, had the driver's side door open, Ride climbed in, disabled the park, and it ran over my dad's foot. You know, that's fair. I can't even say shit. My parents, when I was about, I think I was 6 the first time they did this, would put our big truck into, I think it was first. It wasn't a manual, it was an automatic, but you could flick it into different gears anyway.
Yes.
They put it in first, put me in the driver's seat so I could steer, and they would walk along beside it, biffing hay bales into the back.
You know? As you do.
My dad did not realize my legs were too short to hit the pedals. So when we were approaching the fence, he told me to hit the brake, and I started crying because I couldn't.
I mean, that reminds me of a very similar story involving a golf cart. I'm not sure if I ever told you this one, but it was when my father and I were going golfing, and it was around this time in my youth where I was very adamant about learning how to drive.
How old were you?
I would say I was like maybe 14, 15, maybe. And
okay, fair enough.
And so we had the golf cart parked, and my father was at the green getting ready, and I said, "Hey, can I drive from here?" In reference to the golf cart. What my father thought I was referring to was whether or not I could use the driver, which is a type of golf club. And so he said, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." And so he's lining up his shot, and the literal next thing he hears is, "Help, help, I can't stop, I can't stop!" As I swerve uncontrollably in the golf cart and run it into a tree.
Buddy.
I'm not sure if you can hear Lore cackling from the other room, but...
Oh, I could. I heard the distant cackle.
Thankfully, my father
God.
paid for the damages and took responsibility, saying that he had driven over a pothole. So, he spared me a bit of embarrassment, but...
Oh, God.
The cursed knowledge of the truth of that day still haunts me.
That's very similar to when... So my school had a ski trip.
Mm-hmm.
I've never once skied in my life.
Oh, yes.
So I was in, like, the little group that was learning how to ski, and I, being an ADHD dumbass, got taught how to how to go. Like, how to push off. And I immediately start going down the hill as the instructor's back is turned.
You know?
And I shout out, "Cool, how do I stop?" And the poor instructor starts yelling, "Pizza!" And my dumbass goes, "No thanks, I'm not hungry. As you just hear this, as I hit the ice bank at full speed.
Amazing, because I was about to say pizza French fries. That's how you remember it.
Yeah, I hadn't been paying attention to that bit.
That's fair. I just love the pizza. No thanks!
As I just hit the ice bank at full speed.
Oh, gosh.
Oh.
Pasea says, my dad once asked me to back the truck onto the hitch for him, and me, weighing about 80 pounds, underestimated how much foot power this truck needed, so I overdid it and ran into a fence. All I heard was him shouting, "Stop." But
that's beautiful.
That reminds me of the first couple times I went skiing. Oh, evolution's all around. Now it's time for racism to evolve.
None of my children have evolved.
Yes. So the first time I went skiing was technically cross-country skiing, again with my father. So it's just no hills, it's just going along the snow. And at one point, the snow just started barreling down on us. I could barely see a thing. And I lost track of where my father was. And I just sort of fell over into a heap of snow and was just having an existential crisis in the moment until he came back around and found me. The first time I went actual skiing was when I was on the Bunny Hill. I was about a year or so older. And I was practicing. Everything was going fine until I eventually lost control. And in the moment, I think I forgot my own pizza French fry lessons and ended up flipping over myself face first into the snow. And out of sheer embarrassment and secretly wishing that people would be more concerned than laughing at me, I just stayed there, motionless, for about 5 minutes.
You dramatic little shit!
I was so embarrassed, I was just wishing, please let them just think I'm hurt and not that I'm an idiot.
See, as a kid, you were the kind that I'm gonna lay here and hope that people care. I was the kid that I would get into a grievous accident, immediately jump up and go, "I'm fine," and then 5 minutes later be like, "Ow."
It's like, "I'm fine, I swear." Bones poking out of every orifice. Pasea says, I was 17 and then when I was 21, I lost all truck driving privileges because I almost hit a tree and a ditch. He grabbed the wheel to turn because his life flashed before his eyes. I haven't been allowed behind the wheel since, and I'm 31. Considering you're a goblin, that doesn't surprise me, Pasea.
When my dad was teaching me how to drive, when I had my learner's permit, he would make me drive on the highway and shit with the hazards on. Because, and I quote, "You're a fucking hazard."
Yes. That absolutely tracks. I missed this one by Silver. My very first time on a bike, I hit my neighbor's mailbox. The mailbox won. My first time in a car, I hit my grandma's mailbox. I won that time. Once again, I'm 90% certain, despite you being an astral elf, there's at least some goblin DNA in there, Silver. You cannot convince me otherwise.
I mean, given their height.
I mean, given their height. Listen, you said it, not me.
You agreed. You're also in trouble.
Yeah, goblins can drive, sir. Yeah, they can drive a spear into an elk, if they're lucky. Alright, so...
I have, like, 2 inches on you. I'ma take that. It's fine.
Meanwhile, me over here at 6'2".
Shut the fuck up.
Make me. Alright, so
I don't have to make you do shit.
True.
Lorelei, on the other hand.
And this is why I lock my doors. So we have our first badge.
Yeah. Also, Laura, remind me to teach you how to lockpick.
I mean, with her luck, she just has to look at it the right way and it'll unlock itself. Alright. Now, I think... Oh. Well. There goes Team Aqua. Oh shit, here
The
comes
Team Aqua
Pac-Man.
guy looks like he has to pee real bad, and he's like waddling away.
Given how much water he's around on a daily basis... Alright, so let me go ahead and heal up our crew, as it were. I should also probably take out...
Hyde Pod is evolving.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes.
Wow, the first evolution on your side, and it's the starter.
Yep.
My word.
Oh, lore, honey.
You did come up to a
So
stop
you and
sign.
AV both have car anxiety.
Yeah.
Good to know.
To
We
be
are
fair,
the driving gays.
There is a lot of anxiety inherently involved when you're piloting a multi-ton piece of heavy machinery.
I mean, I'd argue that it's more intimidating riding a horse, and I do that for funsies, so like, at least the car's not sentient and can decide, fuck you.
True. Alright, so I'm wondering whether or not I should bring in a Pokemon to bring in Ninkata. Because like, we have 2 fully evolved Pokemon, but I might want to level up... let's see, Butthead only knows Hardened Gust.
I was gonna say, it might be best if you got rid of one of your bugs.
Yeah, I agree.
If you're bringing in another bug.
Yeah, a bug that can... I don't think Ninkata can evolve unless there's a free space. Or...
No, it can, it's just you don't then get Shedinja.
That's right.
Yeah, so I would recommend
Taking out
dropping
the bugs.
both of your bugs. Yeah, so that's Beavis and Butthead, right?
Yep. And then bring in... Daddy's
Wait,
fave.
hold on.
Ah, boy. Arguably, the Cybertruck has a sense of self-preservation. If by that you mean it's more polygonal than your typical 90s first-person shooter, and that you can literally cut yourself on the edge.
You legitimately could not pay me to drive one of those.
No, absolutely not. It's a screaming metal... It's the definition of a screaming metal death trap.
So what level does Ninkata evolve?
That is a good question. Alright, little Johnny, what are you up to?
Oh, level 20!
Oh, nice.
Which, hold on.
It's a bit of a ways away.
Oh, shit! We can't overlevel because our next level cap is level 16.
Oh. Good to know.
Like, we have to be careful.
Because, yeah, because I'm pretty sure Tide Pod is level 15 on my end.
They're level 16 in mine. I'm gonna see if I can turn off the EXP share.
I don't think you can.
Yep, you can.
Oh, you can?
Thank God. Okay.
Alright, good to know. If only they start implementing that in later generations.
Yeah, that would be nice.
It would. Alex says, I hate how I've been a Tesla hater since day one, and now I can't even enjoy being a hipster hater. You know? That has special significance to someone like me who lives in Portland, Oregon. I want you to know that, Alex. Hipster capital of the USA.
Tokenbird, you're my best bet in the next gym, so you go there. I think you evolve at level 20 something.
Alright, potion.
Yeah, you don't evolve. You don't evolve to level 25.
I could have had this.
You could have.
But I'm also kind of
But
glad I
you
didn't,
didn't.
considering its awkward teenage face.
Yeah.
Like, again, like, Whismur, like, Exploud, both phenomenal looking Pokemon. That fucker in the middle. I hate with a passion. Yes, Meryl.
Level does Whismur? Level 20. Right. Now that I've done the googly moogly.
You know, it's fascinating.
Did you know?
Go ahead.
You go first?
No,
No,
I insist.
you go first. I was just reading out a message. You go first.
I was just going to say that it's fascinating to me that, like, we didn't really get, like, after the Meryl line, we didn't get another evolving Pikachu clone until Gen 9. Because I'm going to say it, I count
Yeah.
Meryl as a Pikachu clone. I don't care what anyone else
Oh, that's
says.
absolutely what it is.
Yeah.
Also, apparently, the Arc animated series is out. I did not know that. And guess what the fuck we're watching?
You know? Duly noted. It's literally Peekaboo. It absolutely is. That's what everyone called it on the playground when I was a kid.
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo, I have been in this place before.
For fuck's sake.
Listen.
I'm listening.
Higher on the streets.
The Arc anime.
That's it.
So Arc being the dinosaur game that I really fucking like. Arc Survival Evolved. There's an anime for it now. Or animated series.
Take a look.
Oh, I'm out of iced coffee. That is unfortunate.
That's fair. I think I'm gonna skip Baby Doll Eyes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright. So long, Janice.
Does it have Vin Diesel? I don't actually know what it has in it. But do y'all want to watch the Arc animated series after this?
I don't even know, because, like, Ark is the video game with dinosaurs, correct?
Yes.
I mean, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Can I say that the hikers from Oras are among the friendliest looking of any hiker of any Pokemon game?
Oh yeah.
Like, they don't even have a full beard. It's like... It's like a dwarf that's been dishonored and have had its facial hair removed.
What on earth was that noise?
That would be Lorelei. And I'm assuming it has something to do with her minions, aka the cats. Yep. Yep. She says it's Garrus bashing his head in.
Oh, buddy.
For context, one of Lorelei's minions, Garrus, a black long-furred cat, has an unfortunate tendency to bonk its skull into various corners and objects. Much in the same way a normal cat might gently rub its face against something to claim its territory. No, it just fully goes on everything.
That sounded like you did that yourself, like you just bonked your head.
No, at least not this time. But, yeah, to the point where we are genuinely concerned it is going to concuss itself one day.
I mean, no brain, no pain.
You know?
And he does give me distinctly orange vibes.
You would think. Yeah, but surprisingly there's more orange on Zelda. I mean, then again, she is a calico, so. Alright, Tide Pod is 16.
Okay. He may be a totally black cat. However, I feel like long-haired black cats very much are similar to ginger cats.
That is fair as fuck.
Because I've never known an intelligent long-haired black cat.
Valid
also, congratulations on your evolving Tide Pod.
I was going to say, the challenge continues. No thoughts behind those eyes.
Absolutely none.
Not a single one. Mudshot. Yeah. Yeah, blah. No such thing as a smart tabby, just look at Garfield. Valid, Alex. Valid.
Yeah.
Alright, so now, let's see. I assume experience share is in options, correct?
No, it's in your bag in the key items.
Oh, okay. Right, experience share turned off. Alright. How about... Oh, you're fine.
Wait, now that we have the gym badge, can we teach our children cut?
I believe we should be able to, yes. So...
Oh, Ninkata can learn it.
I was going to say, it's
Fantastic.
probably the best candidate.
But can you use it?
Will it blend? That is the question. Right?
Yes, they will use it. Fabulous.
Laura says, "Oh, you're fine," was said in the same tone as looking at someone with a broken limb and saying, "Ah, you're fine, you baby." Alright.
My parents let me. I mean, what?
Oh, what am I to do? I lost my fucking dog. It's a weird looking dog, sir. Oh, we
What
can
the
get
dog doing?
we can get an encounter here.
Encounter. Yes.
Alright, so
You can get your Whismer, and I can try to get whatever the fuck else lives in that cave.
true, although I only have 2 Pokeballs, so
You know what? I'm gonna go get some more balls.
I should probably do the
Because
same.
2 just isn't enough.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Meow.
I'm also considering briefly depositing Tide Pod so I can continue leveling up the rest of the party.
You know, that's very fair.
I might as well cap off racism, bring it up to 16 as well. Ah, boy.
Oh, the guy in the mart gives you full swipe.
Oh,
The business guy.
You know, might come in handy. I feel like that also be useful for Ninkata.
Yeah.
I might want to save that
Also,
for
now I
something
have
else,
some
though.
great balls.
Hell yeah. Racism wants to use fake out, you know? The jokes write themselves.
They really do. Quinny, baby, are you bothering me because it's crunchy time? Are you hungry? Okay, well, you go back to go get your balls. I'm gonna go quickly feed the dog before he decides to eat me, so one moment.
That is completely valid. Ah, yeah, Bubba. My word. So I suppose this brings up another question for both my audience and GaelicNox, and that is, what was a pet that you had growing up that you thought you could handle but turned out to be far more trouble than it was worth? Whether it was like your first cat or dog, or maybe something more tropical like a tarantula or something. What was a pet that like you wanted so badly? It's like, oh, this will be sweet, and then you realized, oh, this is not nearly so glamorous or whimsy-filled as I thought. Anole lizards feeding the live food. I can imagine that was probably a bit of an unfortunate wake-up call. Unfortunately, I cannot currently look over at... actually, probably can if I just... Nope, unfortunately I cannot see... oh, I can vaguely see GaelicNox chat. So... just, don't see any answers just yet. Do relatives count? You know, considering how they act around the dinner table, I would say yes. Pasea says, hamsters, we learned they hibernate the hard way. Yeah, no, that's absolutely valid. For me, it was axolotls. Because unfortunately, the breed we had were crossbred such that they went to their land-dwelling phase much faster than is typically considered healthy for the species. So the question was, Silver, that what is a pet that you got growing up that you thought was going to be very fun or very easy to take care of, but unfortunately... just turned out to not be what you were hoping for in terms of general care. Ah, yes, the cockatoo. Yeah, you told me that story, Lore. The bird was, in fact, very bitey. Pasea says, in our defense, we didn't know it was sleeping until adulthood. Still feel bad about it. Yeah, no, that's unfortunate. You've only ever had cats? Why does that not surprise me? Birds are the worst pets? They can be the best and worst, I have heard. As someone who had a blue and gold macaw at one point. And I'm sure like anyone here who's even vaguely familiar with Jaden Animations has probably heard more than their fair share of horror stories involving the rearing of green-cheeked conures. Yeah, no, birds can in fact go insane if neglected. You're terrified of birds thanks to your dad? I'm terrified of birds thanks to New York. Actually, no, it was before New York. It was the goose first, and then it was the New York pigeon that put the fear of avians in me. Ah, my word. Alright. So now to deposit the children. Then withdraw. And we should still have enough for that extra. Alex says, I do have a bit of a moral hang-up with exotic pets now as an adult, especially regarding how they're treated prior to ownership. That's a different discussion. No, I 100% agree. That's one of those retrospective elements when I realized my parents bought a parrot that should not have even been in this country, let alone a house in a cul-de-sac in the Pacific Northwest. Let's see. Ah, my word. Silver says, my roommate has a bird who thinks I'm his girlfriend. You know, once again, birds do thrive on social interactions. Deposit the children. Can you at least wait until after stream to handle your balls? Listen. Sometimes a parent's gotta do what a parent's gotta do. Anyway, going back after the Pico. I think we can cut our way through here. I love the anime animation. I suppose you could be a daddy. I would not wish that horror on anyone. Just because I have worked with children on a professional basis does not mean I am in any way, shape, or form qualified to be a parent. Alright, so... get some berries here. It's one of those things where everything happens so much. You take a step back and look at the state of education, of many aspects of modern civilization, and I personally can't help but think this is the reason why people need licenses in order to be parents. In order to procreate, even, I would argue, in some cases. But that gets into a completely different ethical debacle, which I think we would all do best to gloss over for the time being. Anyway, back to Pokémon. Oh good, more children. Just trying to avoid all of you. Alright, token bird. I have no top energy, couldn't be a daddy. Listen. Listen. Alright. Another wing attack, I should be fine. You've asserted your top energy several times, that's why you're consistently cast as Mame. And I'm generally typecast as either an old man, a monster, or otherwise just some sort of bastard. Which, to be fair, is also very much on brand. Let's see. Save. You can try to emulate Daddy, but you don't have a legitimate copy of the Daddy code. You know, I think I'm better off. I would rather not infect my audience with malware. Hardware can't handle the emulation. Are you good, Lorelei? Do you need a moment? You can put a sock on the door if you need some time to yourself. Once again, the most sexual asexual I have ever met. Ah, my word. Let's see here. I think that's... ah, yes, this will become available later on. There we are, special attack. Yeah, no, I figured. Alright, so. Nowhere near the proximity of depositing children. I mean, unless you count the cats, in which case we deposit them into timeout. Ah, gosh. And now begins the waiting game. Let's see. In order to help pass the time, let me see. Okay, I think I've got one. For those of you in the audience who have been enjoying the Pokemon franchise, even if not nearly as long as me, but for quite some time now, what is a gimmick from a particular game that you very much enjoyed, but then they never brought back? And I'll say this, besides Mega Evolution, because everyone seems to fall back on that as an easy answer. So besides Mega Evolution or, battle gimmicks, what is a gimmick from a game from Pokemon that went away and you would like to come back? Mega Evolution did keep coming back? Exactly. That's why I don't think it counts as an answer here. Because they brought it back with this game, with Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. It'll be coming back in Legends ZA. So something that has not been with us for quite some time that you would like to see make a triumphant return. The strong and agile style, I agree. I think that was a far more interesting battle dynamic and mechanic, and I think it should come back. Most of the gimmicks you like keep coming back. That's also fair, Alex. Is regular Pokemon a valid answer or option? Well, that depends on what you mean by regular Pokemon, Silver. Like, do you mean, like, Gen 1 Pokemon? Pokepuffs were your jam? Also valid. Yeah, they kept bringing in different types of Pokemon food to help boost stats for either contests or just in general. I know there were Poffins, there were Pokeblocks. I gotta have my Puffs. No, that was Pops that I was thinking of. Do Corn Pops exist in this timeline? I'm still not sure. Keep remembering that they were discontinued, but then they were brought back. It could be just different iterations I'm thinking of. I've lost track. And the Pokemon and Me stuff, though that's not a battle mechanic, well, it still counts, and there's been some variants of it over the years with, camping and picnics and stuff, but I know exactly what you're referring to there. Also, once again, Silver, you're going to have to be more specific. Pokemon being Pokemon. What does that entail? Do you mean, the monsters just looking more monstrous and less human? Do you mean simplified battle mechanics? Because a Pokemon game means something very different for very different people. I do love contests having be their own skills and abilities. Yeah, that's true. Because having Pokemon perform required a different skill set than having them battle. The cosplay theater and design of the Pokeballs. Yeah, that was a couple, there were a couple different games that went into that, I believe. The Pokeball stickers first popped up in Gen 4, and then the theater performances for Pokemon, not related to contests, popped up in Gen 5. Just no special gimmicks? I mean, again, that depends on your definition, but I'm assuming that you mean no battle gimmicks, like Mega Evolution and Z-moves and the like. Because, I'm not going to lie, I do sort of yearn for those days as well. But I still I will say the fanciest I like my battle gimmicks are the likes of Z-moves and the strong and agile styles.
That's because you're a nerd who doesn't like overcomplicated designs.
This is also very true. Laura says Pokemon by definition are gimmicky. That is also very true.
Yeah. I mean, because first and foremost, this is a child's game, and if you just had the same game rinse and repeat every single time, kids wouldn't play it.
That's fair.
If you add a cute gimmick, kids want to play it.
That's
also
true.
A gimmick that makes your Pokemon like bigger and stronger makes kids excited, especially if they change forms, because oh my god, look at my dude, he's so big and cool.
Yeah. At that point, though, it's basically just become Digimon.
Yeah.
Anyway, Caves. Welcome back, by the way.
Caves. Thank you.
Let's see. I forgot to buy fucking Pokeballs, my dumbass.
Boy, I told you to buy them while I was feeding the dogs. What the hell were you doing?
I was healing my mons. I was engaging the audience in conversation. I was trying to be entertaining.
Okay, yes, but COD's different because it's sort of violent and it's like a cool kids game.
Yeah.
It tends to be like a different brand of kid that plays COD versus the kind of brand of kid that plays Pokemon. There is definitely crossover.
Oh, yeah.
Also, this is oops.
I mean, plus, let's be real. It's only a matter of time before we get Pokemon skins in Fortnite. It's crossed over with literally everything else.
Only for the fact that it's similar enough to Unite that I don't think we will.
You know, I mean, it's also fair. Where is the Pokemart? Have I not visited? I don't think I've visited
down.
The Pokemart. Oh, okay.
Keep going down. It's closer to the entrance there you go. And don't forget the business guy in here gives you false swipe.
Yes. Alright, sir.
Exactly, Growhead, exactly.
Yes.
And Silver.
Nintendo ninjas wouldn't allow it. That's absolutely true. And just look at what happened to Goldenrod Radio.
Yeah.
RIP.
Also, I stress made a fudge pie last night because I saw the recipe for it and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna give it a go. It's literally just brownie batter in a pie.
You know?
I mean, it's good, but like...
That does sound very good. You know what I very much miss? Peanut butter pie.
Oh? You know what? I might have to make that.
Oh, yes. That was very much a staple of my childhood. When you live with a mother who enjoys baking.
Oh, don't I know.
Nice.
But you can't buy pre-made pie crust really here in New Zealand.
That's right, I forgot.
You can buy pastry, but you have to like roll it and like put it in yourself. But so I have to make my shit from scratch. Because I grew up in an ingredient house, not a product house.
No, that's fair. That's absolutely fair.
You know, it's also fair law. Peanut butter is gross unless it's the crunchy kind. Okay, hear me out. Make your own crunchy peanut butter. You just get the cheap, smooth peanut butter, and then you get a bunch of peanuts and you smash them, and you add them in.
Yes.
And that means you can also add caramel chips.
You smash them.
You would make an eerily good kid show host.
I mean, funnily enough, I was invoking Barney just then.
Oh, okay, Silver, please. Can you come to New Zealand and make that? And I will let you ride on the horses and pet the chickens and we can go to Hobbiton.
And there was much rejoicing. I mean, here's the thing.
I didn't know New Zealanders eat peanut butter. It's peanut butter, of course we do. I eat it with Vegemite.
There you go. That's where you lost the American audience.
You're afraid of horses? Then I will hand you my dog. And by hand you, I mean I will open the door and he will wiggle.
Yes.
Because he is like... Let me convert him into American, hold on.
Yeah. What's this metric system we keep hearing about?
So he's about 110 pounds.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right. Alright.
He is a Sharpei Husky Bull Terrier mix.
So now that I am finally back performing for you, If you know the words, you can join in too.
Well, that's funny. What I was trying to say is, I'll open the door and my dog will wiggle his way onto your lap.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
I can't whistle like that, but I can do a farm whistle, so...
I apologize if that was too loud for anyone.
I mean, it was fine on my end. I will not do my whistle because it is loud.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Also, hello, Sleepy.
Hello. Alright, so let's see what I get. And it's a Whismer on my end.
Whismer. I keep encountering Whismers, but that's a dupe's clause, so I'm trying to find literally anything else.
I was going to say.
Hello, Techie. How is the Techlin? Actually, I'm going to see if you can catch anything else in the cave in this game.
I can't imagine it's just Whismer. Alright. Child update. Okay, token bird is 15.
Omega.
Oh, it's female.
We can't catch anything here.
Oh.
The only encounter
is Whismer?
Is Whismer.
Oh, so I'm gonna have to let this one go, huh?
Yep.
Okay, well, let me just,
I'm so sorry.
It's fine, it's fine. It's part of the game. There we go.
It's not as though we need this encounter desperately.
Oh yeah, no, we're fine.
Time to beat up the dude.
True. I'm wondering if I should... Oh, man. Because now I have that one free space in my party made up, so if... Oh, no, wait, Shedinja doesn't evolve until much later, because you said level 20, correct?
Yep, level 20.
Okay. Wait a second. Do we get anything from using Rock Smash on this?
Probably, but I don't think we have Rock Smash yet.
I think... Oh, no, we got Rock Tomb is what we got.
Yeah.
So, technically, we could come back here if we get Rock Smash, and you could use that for your encounter here if you wanted.
True, so you just have to keep your Whismer in the box.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'll just keep Whismer in the box for now.
Why does he have 2 Mudkips?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, no. Okay, so the way my layout works, the Beast Balls are my team, the Strange Balls are the Logician's team.
Yes.
So the Logician does not have 2 Mudkips. We both started with a Mudkip, and those are the ones that appeared.
Oh, yes. And, the next time we, start a playthrough, I think I want to put down the stipulation that we have to choose different, or have to get different starters next time.
Aw, but our little dudes.
I
the
know.
fates decided we both needed little dudes.
It's true, but we also agreed that we'd be adding rules with every new playthrough.
You know, that's fair. You can add that rule this time. I'll add my own rule next time.
You know what? That's actually fair. We can add our own individual rules. That hit harder than I expected, but it should be able to take it out here.
Why is it spicy?
Why is it a spicy dog?
Okay, this reminded me. So I remember playing Urus the first time round while on call with my friends, my old RP friends. And I had an OC that I would RP with him, and his name was Devon, and he was a bit of a dumbass.
You know,
so when it got to, like, you attain Devon parts, my friends kind of just shrieked, because, like, what parts of him did he have?
Don't worry about it.
It's his brain. He has no thoughts.
And listen,
He's a himbo.
He just needs one kidney, right? That's all he needs.
Yeah, just one.
Also, in my defense, Silver, you didn't exactly follow through on your promise to finish Soma, so I reneged on certain, let's just say I, repossessed a couple assets in light of that. Not my fault that you just happen to have some, Oh yes, to explain Lorelei. The reason for the recent updates to my UI was on the way out from Silver's ship during a visit, I decided, you know what, she doesn't need this many monitors or this many self-replicating nanobots. You know, I might take advantage of a few aspects here and there. You know, just a little, like, it's like when you see that bowl of M&Ms in a green room, you know? It's like, well, this is clearly put here for use. Listen. In my defense, you are getting compensated for the acquisition of these things. I will be paying you in exposure. And in that moment, every artist's blood turned cold.
I mean, didn't I offer to do you art for quote-unquote exposure?
Shh, 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 shh.
Also, you should totally not check Discord for the little message I just sent you.
Jesus Christ, what have you done? Let me see. We will discuss this later. Yeah, Bubba.
I know something you don't know. Doo-da, doo-da.
I deem if we live or die all the doo-da day.
Do you, though? Do you?
I mean, one too many tail whips among these Whismer. Who knows what could happen?
Jack shit. They tend to use uproar. That's a special move.
Yes. Alright, so let's make our way back to town. Walking fast. But yes, I do heavily encourage, much in the same way Lore does, Silver, to at least watch a playthrough of the rest of it, because the story is phenomenal. Again, it is among my favorite horror stories in gaming and just in general. Oh god, so the question is now when we see the rival.
I don't think so.
Okay.
You gotta go into the Devon thing.
That's true. Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta return the Devon parts.
Yeah, and I need to...
We can't just fuck off.
I need to store, Rip, the Whismer.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So let me deposit you.
What did you have for dinner today, Emmett? Oh, you know, fudge pie. As you do.
I'll keep Rip in the battle box away from its brethren. Battle! Select your player!
You know, I may have lore, but it's fine.
Trying to remember where the fuck... Actually, no, I do remember where the Devon building is.
It's where the scientist is looking concerned.
I mean, to be fair, there are many concerned scientists throughout Hoenn.
Yeah.
Given the giant unidentified flying object careening at the planet from deep space. Hey, got an extra great ball. Yep. They may, in fact, have done that, Lore. Ah, boy.
You know, the flooring, like the see-through flooring with all of the like ocean type fossils under it on the first floor, I really fucking want that. It's so cool.
No, I absolutely understand that. This motherfucker.
Okay, you do meet your rival again, however, he doesn't want to fight you. He just tells you about Old Man Briny.
That's right, Mr. Briny.
Ah, yes, because our voices are so soothing, Silver.
Nice.
So silver. So soothing.
Hello
My God.
and welcome back to the Triplocke Soul Link Challenge. Never mind the fact that I'm streaming with a literal zombie. They're just here for the fun of it.
What the fuck do you mean, a literal zombie?
Half of you is still buried somewhere.
Listen! There's a difference between a ghost and a zombie.
I mean, semantics at that point.
One of us is arguably more intelligent.
One of them is a bit more flammable.
You know.
Ah, yeah, bubba.
Reflects of this gym being really spread out. Yeah, it's fair.
This is
It scared me a little. You know what, Paseo, that's fair.
You know, absolutely.
So in the first Pokemon in this run, no one's ended anything yet.
Yeah, not yet.
In our previous run, I'd argue it was a tag team because I pretty much wiped our first team entirely.
As the children say, wombo combo.
Yeah, and then the Logician accidentally nuked the rest of it.
I mean, you say accidentally, but there are definitely steps I could have taken to prevent that upon retrospect.
Like not listening to me when I convinced you to fight Emma and Ingo.
You know? Pretty sure that was one of the leading causes of the inevitable heat death of the run.
They're what I lost most of the team to, actually.
Oh, yes. What children
We
say
placed Bits
that?
and her in the first one. It was both of us. We both ended the first one.
Yeah, a little bit. Alright.
Oh! In the forest, if you enter, like, from the top, go immediately to the right through the cut grass, there's a kid that gives you Miracle Seed.
Oh,
Which would be good for your, Lombre.
very true. In the forest, you said? Is
Yep,
it
yep.
back at the other route?
Petalburg Woods, yeah.
Okay.
Meant for this run, neither of us have lost a Pokemon, actually.
So far. Let's see, Petalburg
Yeah.
Woods.
Yes. Getting the child in the woods miracles. Girl, no. Girl, that's how you end up on a list.
Yeah, one of many. Trying to remember how I accessed the map. I mean, clearly with my very real... Oh, well, there we go. With my very real stylus on the Nintendo 3DS XL.
Oh, bless.
Okay, there
See,
we
I
go.
didn't have an XL. I just had a 3DS, but
As
it was
did
a
I.
limited edition Legend of Zelda one.
Yeah, initially I just had a regular 3DS, but then I traded it in for an XL at a GameStop years ago. And had
You could not pay me to trade mine in. I was like, no, I fought hard for this bitch.
Alright, so...
It was black with gold accents, and it still is a sexy thing. It's currently sitting in my bedroom in my shelving unit.
That is absolutely valid. I just realized I can now cut and get this item here.
Bet that Cyber will accidentally end the first one in some random bad encounter. Bold of you to think that I'm smart enough to not get our first one killed.
I mean, given our luck with everything, It would not surprise me that, as with most things in life, entropy would be the end of everything I hold dear. Alright, so...
Head to Doofit.
Alright, so...
Sorry about that weird
is this
noise.
the kid?
Yes.
There
Let
we
me
go.
just... So I probably can't give you an actual photo of it, but let me find... an image of the... Dun, 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 dun.
And another
Get
great ball.
into Discord with the picture. No, I'm gonna chuck it into the group chat I made with you two.
Alright.
Not you.
Damn.
I made while I was feeding the dogs, I made a group chat with Lauren Silver just called Coven Shit.
I see how it is.
Are you a witch? No, sit down.
Last time I checked, I was not privy to the arcane arts, no.
No, exactly.
Do I have experience with them? Yes. Do I understand them? That remains to be seen.
It is a very pretty 3DS. Yes. Also, there, I sent you a picture of it. Well,
Alright.
not of my specific one, but that's the one it is.
Okay, that is lovely, I will say.
Right. Oh, we've got another encounter here in the cave
Wait, what?
in Dooford.
Oh,
Where are you going?
we just went to the cave. That's where we got the,
No,
Pico.
hun.
What?
You gotta go talk to the old man with his bird to go to Dooford.
That's
The
where I was.
island.
Well, that's where I was headed before you said no. Turn around.
South.
The old man is.
You go south.
Was the old man not up here?
No,
Ah, God, it's.
he's below the woods.
It's been ages since I played Gen 3. You'll have to forgive me.
There is no he may to that statement. He is lost.
Listen.
Oh, sweet summer child, you need to go through the forest down to the little house that's
I
to the left of the forest.
That is an egregious level of backtracking, but I mean,
Is not.
if the powers that be demand it.
Don't hand him a map on road trips. I use a GPS on road trips, and by GPS I mean Google Maps.
I use a Karen, and by that I mean Google Maps.
Go south is still looking up. Exactly, Pasea. Exactly.
Okay.
The
fair
man
enough.
would get lost in a target.
I wouldn't set
I swear
foot
to
in a
God.
target.
Go in the house.
Alright, fair enough. Alright. Sorry to end your game of tag here, sir, but, did you just call me Lass?
No, he's talking to his bird.
Okay. I like how the default landing for the icon there is never mind. Alright, Bryony. Let's Tokyo Drift this bitch.
Probably get lost in his own house. I mean, Lorelei, can you confirm?
It depends on your definition of house. If you're talking about the expansive miles upon miles of subterranean tunnels, then maybe.
No, I'm meaning the front.
I mean, there's barely 4 walls left in the front.
Answer the question.
So, if memory serves, Steven is in the
Oh.
cave, and I think we can get a Mawile
Yes.
in there. Among Mawile and Makuhita, I believe, are they. Oh shit, well,
I'm sorry? Say that again?
Makuhita.
Makuhita.
That's what I said.
No, the fuck it's not!
That's what I said. What did I say?
Oh my god.
I mean, it hits you. Makuhita.
I don't know how to handle any front.
Listen.
Camera GPS everywhere. Still turn it on to go to work. Yeah, no, I get that, Silver. I turn it on when I'm coming home, primarily to find out where I'm going. Also, is he a caveman? No, that's Boomba.
No, yeah. Notable distinction. Though specifically, Boomba is a caveman from a video game. That's right. Paw Patrol, why don't you finish this off? So really, Boomba has the benefit of having a map on his HUD.
You know? Fair.
Let's see. Oh. Oh, that scared me for a split second there. Here's this.
You have an interesting partner. Are we talking about Logician in-game, or are we talking about my actual partner, Cloudy? Because in both cases, yes.
I was going to say, interesting is a very polite way of putting it in my case. And just end it. End the child.
Damn.
Alright, so.
Hello, honey. I see I summoned you.
So now that we're done with Peanut Butter Gamer over there, let me heal up real quick.
Also, I have made myself a hazelnut iced coffee with a gingerbread creamer, all homemade, and it's so fucking good.
That does sound very good.
I'm very heavy-handed with my spices.
Yeah. Which is more than most people can say for most white people.
Yeah. Your buddy assisting your team and your team's downfall. Yeah, that would be the Logician.
Yeah. Alright, so now let's see what we pick up here.
What time is it over there? Where I am, it's 6:33 p.m. However, I have a really bad caffeine dependency, so caffeine does not keep me awake.
Well, I got a Geodude. Which isn't the worst thing I could have gotten.
A Zubat!
You know?
Woo!
Neither
Has
of
a
the
name
Pokemon we were
change
hoping for.
occurred recently. For Eevee, yeah, they go by the Cloudy Bun now, because they are a
Yes.
little Cloudy Bun.
Yes.
That's a ton of cinnamon. Yeah, that's just enough cinnamon.
The bun is
But also it's got
simultaneously...
fresh nutmeg.
The bun is simultaneously solid, liquid, and gas all at once.
Yep.
No, I'm just gonna...
Just not much of a talker. Since when?
Yes.
I do not gain any benefit from caffeine. Caffeine in terms of the same way. Oh, neither. It stops my headaches, though, so
Yeah.
that is why I drink it. And if anything, it helps regulate my mood. Always has, so like... If anything, it puts me to sleep. Oh yeah, the Logician is Cybernetic Pink Eye, but
Yep.
that's not his actual name. His name is the Logician.
Yeah, there's a
Or
whole...
the Neurotic Logician,
There's a whole story...
if you want to get real formal.
There's a whole storied history behind all of that. Cybernetic Pink Eye Productions was my channel starting in around, I want to say October 18th, 2007 is when I started it. Oh.
I hit no to giving it a nickname. Like a dumbass. Is it rolling out?
It is rolling out, and I just sent out Paw Patrol.
Well,
So I have one...
well, I didn't give my Zubat a nickname, so if you want to wipe this like encounter, I don't give a shit.
The
Like
thing
I'm
is,
Gucci.
I could run, and we lose the encounter, or I could try a Great Ball and see if that does it.
Do you trust your Great Balls, though? Do you?
how attached are you to that Zubat?
Not.
Fair enough. Okay. That was about to be a nightmare and a half.
Welcome to my life. Release.
So, I apologize. It seems we do not get an encounter this time around.
Oh, I'm Gucci. I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, it would be another thing if we got a Makuhita or a Mawile. That would have been at least more useful.
Or even an Aron. If there was an Aron,
I forgot we could.
you
get
would have
an
had to
Aron.
risk it for the biscuit.
Oh, god damn it. We could have gotten an Aron. Oh, I mean, oh well.
Okay, so our level cap is 16, so I say we ball. Because Tide Pod is level 16.
True, but don't we have to find Steven first to give him the letter?
No. You have to do Steven after the gym in this one, because there's a bunch of guys in the way.
Oh, Jesus. Alright, well.
Yeah.
Let me, break out the children. Hey, daycare's over, kids. Put away the applesauce.
You would be both the hilarious and a mildly terrifying father.
Dude, don't you dare invoke that I would ever rear children.
You work with children! Specifically, you work with damaged children!
Not willingly.
Fucker, you applied for the job!
Yeah. Mistake number 1.
I've been told apparently I would make a good mother. I disagree with that. I'm autistic as shit. No, the fuck I wouldn't.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that to say that like, autistic people can't be good parents. I mean the fact that, like,
It depends
my
on the brand of
hyperfixations
autism.
are bad.
Yeah. Our accumulated neuroses would not result in a stable child. All right,
Yeah,
let's
I'm
see.
not passing on any of my shit onto a kid, and I don't think I'm actually legally allowed to adopt a kid because of my shit, so...
Fair fucking enough. Alright, so... Gonna keep Token Bird out front since this is a fighting type gym.
Mm-hmm. I'm just quickly shoving pie into my face before I get started.
No, you are valid. This thing. This feels like it should be like an unlockable character from Super Monkey Ball.
Yeah.
You bitch.
Okay. See, the Logician's kid's first word would be that. Unless one of us got to it first.
I feel alternatively my child's first word would be nevermore.
Ha ha.
That is an extremely monkey
Also,
ball
welcome
Pokemon.
back, Cloudy.
Yes.
Also, that is terrible.
Also, welcome, Omni. I apologize for not noticing you sooner.
That is my Omni Technomancer. That is my Techie. They are a very sweet being.
Well, welcome. Beavis and Lurds.
I think I've explained to you, they're the ones that at conventions that we both attend, they'll just approach me with Biltong, hand me a handful, and then scurry back into the crowd.
You know, that is absolutely valid.
It's really fucking good Biltong as well.
I am here.
Oh yeah, hun, the song is very good. Get fucked, you have to do the maze.
You know? Okay.
And you still try to run up it!
Listen,
You are not a clever man.
it depends on the circumstance. I have a sensitive I need to stop myself because I was about to say I have a sensitive joystick, and then I remembered who I'm streaming with.
I bet you do.
Listen.
I bet you do.
Heathen.
And apparently you also have some great balls.
You're on the list.
And what list is that, huh?
Don't worry about it. You'll know. You'll know eventually. Only too late will you find the truth of the matter. For now, simply know that there is, in fact, a list.
I feel like your list is a lot less concerning than my list, but anyway.
I mean, you're not wrong. I don't even have to know that. Alright. Hideki. Or Hideki.
Oh, turkey bird took a crit hit.
God damn it. That's... Did they actually put a Hideki's challenge? Like, so, this is the fighting type gym, right? This trainer is named Hideki. I think this could be one of two references. Either, I think this is potentially a reference to Hideki's challenge, which is commonly cited as the hardest video game ever released in Japan. Was it Hideki's Castle? No, it wasn't Hideki's Castle. It was, like the Japanese name for Ninja Warrior, the series.
It's possibly a bit of both.
Maybe, yeah, because I think it was either Hideki's Castle. I feel like it was a different name, though. Kakeshi's Castle, was it? I need to look this up now. Let's see. Because I don't think it was Hideki.
Rapid Googling noises.
Yes. On my chunky keyboard.
The chunkiest of keyboard. Have you seen the fancy mechanical keyboards that you can get, like the custom ones?
I think I have.
They're sexy as hell. I want one so bad. They're so clunky.
Right. Takeshi's challenge. Takeshi's Castle. And was it Takeshi's Challenge? No, it was Takeshi's Challenge. God damn it. So it wasn't a reference. I was just misremembering.
Womp womp.
The benefit of youthful memory has long since escaped me.
I don't think I've ever had a youthful memory.
You know?
I got traumatized young. That shit fucked my brain.
I can imagine. Alright, lady, let's do it to it.
The fun fact, this pie I've made is so rich, I can only have a few mouthfuls at a time before I'm like, I'm gonna be sick, I need to stop.
You made the Wagyu filet mignon of pies.
Really did.
The Wagyu
However,
A5.
the short crust pastry recipe that I kind of like bullshitted, because like I know how to make a short crust pastry, like off the top of my head. I removed any sugar for the sweet short crust and replaced it with like a bit more brown sugar than you would need normal sugar. So it's almost like a caramelly spiced short crust pastry.
That does sound good.
And then it's just this thick, gooey, like partially cooked brownie. It's very rich.
Yeah.
But I now want to make pumpkin pie with this like batter
That
thing.
does genuinely sound very good.
The problem with having a mother who cooks is that I very early on also learned how to cook and bake, and I both stress bake and eat.
It's also completely valid.
Okay, I have succeeded. I'm now gonna go heal.
Let's get another look at this. Ah, okay.
Also, don't forget to get healing items.
Yep. What? Did I not?
I think if you take 2 steps to the left... No. Down. Another left. Okay, go right. Okay, just...
Yes.
You gotta go to the left.
Okay, so...
Yeah.
I thought there might have been a solution to the one on the right, but... Suppose not.
No, because it's got the treadmill thing.
Okay, fair enough. Alright.
Oh, there's not a mart here. You have to... Oh...
Yep. How many potions do I have? I have 5 regular potions. 1 oranberry.
Bryony, let me back.
Bryony, come
I'm gonna
back!
buy shit.
I should give this
Bryony, come
Marcus
back to me.
Alright. And save.
My dog Quinn has just ripped his foam mattress to shreds, and he's looking at me with a mixture of, like, pleased with himself and eldritch horror.
As you do. Alright, so.
For context, he always has a look of eldritch horror about him, because he's a hitting dog. He always looks traumatized.
Yeah. That's the name of the game. Alright, so let me know when you are ready.
Oh, I'm back in Petalburg City buying potions.
You know?
Because I had none.
You are probably the smarter of us right now. While you're doing that, I should probably update the art for the team here. Let's see.
Yeah, because you've had some evolutions.
It's more than 1 or 2.
I'm never gonna use X attack and X defense, so they can fuck off.
Yeah. So I suppose this raises another question then, chat, while we're both getting some things sorted out here. Whether it be Thanksgiving, Christmas, or any other fall and winter holiday that you and your family celebrate, what is one specific food, whether it's a meal, like a main meal or dessert, that the holiday season does not feel complete without for you?
Pavlova. 1000% Pavlova. Which, for those of you that do not know what pavlova is, because it's a fairly specialized dish in New Zealand and Australia, think of like a meringue, but it's fucking huge. It's like the size of a cake, and the inside is like gooey, and you usually eat it topped with fresh fruit and cream. We usually use like fresh strawberries.
Nice.
It's so fucking good.
That does sound very good. It sounds like the topper for or a baked Alaska.
It is actually a bit like a baked Alaska, yeah. Still have not made a successful pavlova. You and a lot of the country, like, it's a hard dessert to make.
Yeah. Alright, so let me see here.
What's yours, though?
For me, it would be the 2-layer no-bake pumpkin pie that always comes up for Thanksgiving. And
You know what? That's fair.
you basically...
I need you to send me the recipe for that, because I want to try making it.
I think I have sent it to you once before, at least. But it essentially comes down to, like, a pre-baked pie crust, which I know is difficult to come by in your part of the world. But the bottom layer is essentially cream cheese, Cool Whip, and sugar. And the top layer
We
is...
also don't have.
The top layer is canned pumpkin, pumpkin spices, and vanilla pudding.
Yum. Also, hello, Valen. How's it going?
Greetings.
Alright, let's fight, Brawly.
Alright. One moment while I just update my UI.
How could you?
I know, history's greatest monster.
Also, the trainer art in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire fucking slaps.
It is pretty damn good.
Some of my favorite character art, to be honest. Now, like the Inferior, That would be an interesting challenge to, like, verify the main characters of different Pokemon stories.
A little bit, actually.
I might have to do it.
I mean,
Brawly, I get it. Yes, honey. Yes. That is that is the joke here.
I mean, that's literally the case with pretty much every major character in Pokemon is a pun. I mean, you look at Brock,
Except
it's part
N.
rock. Well, that too, because you want to know what the N stands for?
Uh-huh.
Natural. I'm not joking. His canonical name is Natural Harmonia. Let me even look up his full name just to be absolutely sure
I
here.
hate this. I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
I'm dying.
You can make them
Squirtle.
into, like, anthros of their main Pokemon. That would be cool.
Yeah, that would definitely work. Natural Harmonia Gropius. That is N's full name.
Ooh, Token Burn took a lot of damage from that. I'm just
I haven't even
restore
started
that
yet.
HP.
So we're off to a rollicking good start, it seems. But yeah, let's do it to it. All right.
No, I don't want to risk him. I'm going to switch into Tide Pod.
Probably for the best.
Like, Token Bird's doing a great job, but I'm not about to risk shit.
Better safe
Oh,
than
yeah,
sorry.
Tide Pod takes these hits like a fucking champ.
Yeah. Hey, it's
Well, almost lost one. Listen, Sleepy. Listen.
the Marsh Stomp line is built like a brick shithouse.
Exactly. Struggle itself towards the heights is enough to fill a man's heart. One must imagine Sisyphus happy.
Oh yes.
Huh?
Sisyphus was the figure from Greek and Roman mythology. I think Greek, actually, who was in the underworld sentenced to continuously... Thank you very much for following. I appreciate that. But
Hey!
was essentially doomed to forever roll a large boulder up a hill, and then once he reached the top of the hill, would have to go back down to the bottom to roll it back up again.
Okay, but imagine riding the boulder back down the hill. That'd be kind of fun.
I mean, it would until it wasn't.
Yeah. Also, Cloudy, that sounds really fucking cute. I need to draw that.
Dare I ask?
The Team Magma and Aqua leaders being based on their ace Pokemon, but wearing regal clothing based off Kyogre and Groudon.
Interesting. Alright, Token Bird is level 17. Ooh, double team. I should probably forget something there.
I got the gym badge.
Nice. I'll forget Growl. Double team, I think, will come in very handy.
Oh, you know what probably would have been smart? Waiting to get our cave encounter until after the gym so we could go past where Steven is and get rarer encounters.
You know? Keep that in mind for the next timeline.
Okay, see, Cloudy? No, they're not confused and wearing the wrong legendary's clothing. They're husbands and they're wearing each other's outfits.
Token Bird just one-shot the Makuhita.
Damn!
Also,
I mean, you do arguably have the stronger of the birds.
yeah. Let's be real. Brawly here is just a fucking Sonic Gajinka.
Yeah. Yeah. God, there was an RP group I used to be in back in DeviantArt days that was just Pokemon Jijinkas. And I can't even remember what the fuck it was called. But I do remember I had a Clef Key.
Oh, interesting. That would be a really interesting one to Gajinkify. Now that I'm trying to think about it.
She was a jailer, so like she was like a jail guard.
See, I would have
and
argued
she-
a lockpick. Or like,
I thought that too, but it was me and my friend, and we were shipping our characters, and hers was a hunch crow, who was a thief, and it was very cute.
that is cute. All right, so I too now have the badge. I'm gonna heal up.
Oh, I should do that actually.
Yeah.
Oh no, I just did that, didn't I?
Well, might as
Yes,
well
I
check.
did. I did just do that. Steven! Steven, actually, I don't think we can get deeper into the cave until we get a bike.
Oh God, really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, no love lost.
Which one is called Tide Pod? That would be our starter, our Marshtomp. They're
Yep.
called Tide Pod.
Communist Bugs Bunny, our Marshtomp. I love the meme of communist Bugs Bunny. Alright, I have one repel. Gonna spray myself up briefly.
I feel like with the current climate, it's about to get controversial
Well, I mean,
again. They're not with our circles, so.
I was going to say.
Communist Bugs Bunny.
Yes.
Which I was about to say, it's probably the communist part of that that's controversial, but considering that Bugs Bunny doesn't give a fuck about gender,
Oh yeah,
I'd argue it's both parts.
I was going to
of
say
the statement.
Bugs Bunny is a gender fluid chaos god.
Yeah.
And again, I want to point out once again with aspects of like the Cave of Origins and like life apparently originating, from the source of where the legendary Pokemon of Gen 3 lies, it makes more sense for it to be Kyogre, considering all life started in the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah.
And considering Palkia,
Apparently
the
we can
god
get
of...
Abra in here.
Oh god, that would have been amazing. But yeah, considering Palkia, the god of space, is part water type, that also kind of makes more sense.
I need them to update their fucking types and make Lugia a water type.
It needs to be water type, I agree.
Pissing me off.
Also, I can't be the only one who sees Brendan's backpack and sees just a turtle shell, right?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's just it. I imagine it's just some, 12-year-old going out on his Pokemon journey with his, Ninja Turtles backpack.
I agree. They do need to add a Renamon type.
Yeah, I mean...
Also, our next level cap is 21.
21? Okay, that's not bad. I can start leveling up Nincada now, then.
Exactly. Oh, I can turn my XP share back on.
Excellent. The repel wore off right as I ran into the fucking hiker. Oh, look at that, a Zubat. That's unfortunate. Anyway. Alright.
Oh, I should fight you, actually.
Watch it be an Abra. Nope. See, when I try to invoke timing, nothing happens. But just at a happen second thought from Lorelei, that's when nature bends to her will.
Heh.
Fucking pagans.
Hey!
Am I
Be
wrong?
nice, you're surrounded.
I was going to say, on all sides.
He was insulting pagans.
I was not insulting pagans. I was saying, when I try and call upon the powers of the coven, as it were, to try and get, oh, watch there be an Abra. Nothing happens. Well, all you have to say is, wouldn't it be funny if it rained?
Because you're not a witch.
Yeah. No, but God knows it's been cursed enough times to where I think I've earned a favor or two, damn it.
It's good. You've got to ask nicely. Yeah, Laws, as Law said, Abras aren't coming to you. I got an Abra.
Hot Abras in your area.
Exactly,
Fresh off the
Law.
presses. Yeah, you really are the fairy psychic type here. What is this? Duford Hall.
I should make Fakemon based off my friends.
You know, I wouldn't object to it. I feel like I might end up... Part of me wants to say psychic type partially, but then again, I also feel like there'd be a bit of... I don't know. Electric poison? Of course, we came up with the exact same suggestion.
I was gonna say, I think it would depend on what, like, form. Because I feel like, because of your law, you would have two forms.
Ah, yes.
One of them's a rock type.
Don't remind me. One is rock fairy type.
Yeah. Woo! To Slate Pot!
Alright. Yep. Oh, my word. Yeah, no, that
I have a
tracks.
question.
Go ahead.
Does the hole in the hand make you Sweeter Jesus?
Listen.
It's a really botched job at a Jesus cosplay.
It's... I wouldn't go so far as to say I'm dealing with stigmata so much as I am... What goes on with this hand I would hardly call healing.
Sweeter Jesus, yeah, that. It's... As I said, it's a really botched Jesus cosplay.
I mean... I've yet to be literally crucified, but give it a minute. Sure, a certain someone has that on their list.
I'm checking it twice.
You better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out.
Okay, so the next fucker is a electric type gym, so...
Well, I mean...
Tide Pod.
I was going to say, yeah, that ground typing kind of just eliminates any fear. And you said,
Yeah.
actually, I should grind a little bit with these trainers on the beach.
Wink wonk.
Trainers on the beach. Do, 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 do. All right. All right. Sorry, child. Your moonlit outing has come to a tragic end. It pisses me off that this thing is not water type. I'm going to say it. The fact that this is a normal and fairy type. Like, they should have just kept it, like, water and fairy. Just like the rest of them. Like, there's literally no reason why this should not be a water type. They dropped the... You know what you did there. Yeah. Ah, boy. Hopefully I can get Mega Drain on this guy before long. God, how is it already 10 o'clock? If you, I would say I'm fairly suspicious of how well things have been going, but then again, we did both get Mudkip.
Yeah.
Which is essentially the you win button of RS.
I just accidentally used Supersonic twice. Like a genius!
You know? As you do. Destroy the child.
Jesus.
No, we already invoked that.
Heh.
My finger point.
I drank my coffee too fast, and now my tummy hurts.
You know, what did we learn?
Nothing, I'm gonna do it again tomorrow.
That's right. Well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
Token Bird grew to level 15. Oh, Water Pulse, yes please. Fuck Growl. We'll never use Growl.
It's not great. Now, if I could get...
I love Wingull's little tail.
Oh, yeah. It's one of those oddly charming Pokemon that I have, like... I have mixed feelings about the design overall of it. Like it's a good... It's a decent Pokemon design. I think what gets me is just how, like, hingy and, like, right-angly its wings are.
Yeah.
And then you get to Pelipper and its interesting eyes. Like, I get what they're invoking with, like, old-timey cartoon eyes, but the fact that there's no, like, indication of the outer rim of the eye, it just, I don't know, it gets to me.
Oh, something we could do is potentially like a redesigning, like, Pokemon that we have issues with kind of thing.
That's not a bad idea, I will say. Well, Token Bird should be fine here, because, most of my Pokemon are either grass types, ground types, or bug types, all of which would not be great against Wingull. I mean, not going to be super effective, but damage is damage. Jesus, Token Bird.
Token Bird hits hard.
It does. Much harder than I was expecting.
Racism is evolving!
Isn't it always?
Oh, fucking hell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, that just reminded me with everything going, my ex is probably doing some big spiel about how everyone's safe here.
God.
No, they're not! You're a fucking creep!
To be fair, I'm a creep in my own right, and yet I said the same thing.
You're less of a creep than that.
Which I suppose is
Thing
saying
is.
something. Ah, boy. Let's see. I wonder if I can get some potions in here. Oh no, this is just like the shaved ice. Oh, it's a battle cafe. Never mind.
Yeah. I think you get a prize though if you win.
I'll keep that in mind. Ah, my word. Sailor Huey. I missed the name of the previous sailor. Was it Dewey or Louie?
I think so. I think it was Dewey.
Oh, that's amazing. Ah. Any day now, Lombre, if you could learn Mega Drain or Water Gun, that would be much appreciated. Oh.
He said no, get good.
Hey, Token Bird, you wanna...
Oh, that's a spicy damage.
That was a spicy damblage. As the
Damblage.
children say.
Hit yourself. Hit yourself. Yeah!
Oh,
bitch.
okay. Got worried there for a second.
Around the world, around
I was
the
literally
world.
thinking the exact same thing.
Daddy's fave grew to level 7.
I miss Daft Punk.
Are they still doing music?
Oh no, they split up.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a few years back.
I essentially live under a rock.
Should probably go to the Pokemon Center.
I'm for kitchen floor steam mopping. Huh? Is that a work thing, Taki?
Your guess is as good as mine. God, it's so weird to see.
No, it's home thing. Ah, fair.
It's so weird to see the Pokemon Center and the Pokemart as separate buildings again.
Yeah, Musclimb? That's very fair. I think they might be doing stuff individually, but I think the Daft Punk is finished. That is very fair.
Yeah. Alright, so save. You know, I might as well progress the plot a little bit, so I'll take a look at the line here.
The boys!
Oh, yes. Oh yeah, I think we have to come back to this later. Alright. I'm trying to remember. Do we just go straight to the gym from here?
No, the gym's in the next city. I think you have to give, you have to go to, I think it's to the right? Yeah, into that building there.
Ah, yes, the museum.
No, that's not the museum. That's the, if you go up to the left...
Gotcha. See, I feel...
There's a guy, him.
I feel so bad because
Talk to him.
I've become every other PokeTuber out there. I'm not reading the dialogue, even though I haven't played this game in decades. I've become the very thing I despise.
What is the spiky thing Pokemon, by the way? Do you mean the one I'm holding?
Well, I talked to all staff present. I will never not check the trash cans.
No, the white spiked thing in the lineup. What? Oh, on the left hand side, that is a Silcoon, and I need to update it to what it is now, but...
Yeah.
I'm lazy.
I mean, given the stress we have been under for the longest time in all of our previous runs of Nuzlocke. So, I think we need to find the captain. Oh, there he is.
Sailor Huey! Woohoo!
Of course, his name is Doc.
And do you have two of them? No. So, Silcoon and Cascoon are evolved forms of Wimble. It's like a split evolution. So they're two different Pokemon, and they evolve into two different Pokemon. But they come from the same baby Evo. And Griffin happened to catch both of them.
Yep, and I named them Beavis and Butthead.
As you do.
What was that again, Doc? Missed that last part. Okay, so back to the museum. It's probably the story trigger we needed. Yep. Oh, God,
Now they're all inside.
Is this going to be our first Maxie and Archie fight?
Oh shit! No, Oh, maybe.
Because I thought I remembered us... No, I think this is where they just give us the initial, like, spiel of, like, what it is they're trying to accomplish.
Yeah. And I know if you talk to all of the people around, one of the guys is one of the dudes from the forest that we fought,
That's
and he
right.
panics and gives you a move.
Aye! Oh, yeah, I got Thief.
Hey. Lil says maybe it's because the stakes aren't food and or alcohol poisoning.
You know?
Ya know?
Dang it.
The fuck was that noise?
I mean, it felt like I was invoking the spirit of Napoleon Dynamite's brother there. Alright.
How is your health?
I'm getting by. I appreciate you asking, but I don't see what it has to do with... Oh,
Oh, thank you for the raid, Dead Game Inc.
oh,
How's
welcome.
it going? How are you? What were you streaming? Cloudy, can I please get a shout out?
Who are you people? Where are my teeth? Ah, yes. The first sighting of Carvana.
I fucking love Carvana and Sharpedo.
It's not bad. Alright, so absorb.
Couscous was also doing an Nuzlocke of a very small category. Oh, thank you so much!
Nice.
That's really cute. Yeah, we are doing a Soul Link Trip Link thing.
Triplocke.
Essentially, we're rotating through, Triplocke. We're rotating through 3 different Pokemon games.
Mm-hmm.
So if we lose a Pokemon in this one, we have to switch games.
Yep.
Or we can do we can carry on in this one, but it has to be randomized, or
So-
it's if we re-roll this one, it has to be randomized.
If we lose this game, we can try ORAS another time, but the Pokemon will have to be randomized.
That's it.
And
Yeah, it's a bit of a harder challenge.
yes, and the reason it's so convoluted is because I made it the fuck up.
Yeah. I'm playing with a masochist, so
Yeah.
I mean,
just be thankful we're not doing the other Soul Link we were doing earlier, where every time we lost a Pokemon, we had to take a shot of alcohol or hot sauce.
yeah. I was taking alcohol, he was taking hot sauce because I'm a bitch baby and I can't handle hot sauce,
Yes.
and he dies potentially with alcohol.
A little bit, and you can see all the VODs for that Nuzlocke on my VOD channel, the Project Mandela. So if you look that up on YouTube, you should be able to find the VODs for that particular playthrough.
Somewhere in there.
Yes.
Which we kind of co-killed.
I mean,
Hot Sauce Nuzlocke. Exactly.
yes.
I think we ended up calling it the Hot Shot Nuzlocke.
That's true. It was the
'cause
Hot Shot Nuzlocke
alcohol
because exactly. And the original iteration of that was just a Nuzlocke I did on my own called the Hot Take Nuzlocke, and it's because I did shots of hot sauce and also had apparently bad takes on Black 2, White 2.
I mean, you have bad takes on a lot of other things, but like...
It's almost as if I
Yes.
have an entire video essay series called In My Unpopular Opinion.
Which you haven't done in a hot minute.
This is the shameless self-plug I've ever done, I have to say.
It is, and I'm actually kind of proud of you.
Someone has to be.
Fucking... There are so many people proud of you. Sit down.
Ah, my word. Anyway, Tide Pod, if you could snap out of confusion here. Oh, that's lovely.
Which you also haven't expressed an unpopular opinion in it, by the way. Exactly.
So, I mean, I would argue that most of my takes in that video are unpopular opinions. But,
Go on.
I mean... let's
Also, I think
see.
Lorelai's meaning like your entire series.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I suppose that depends on your definition.
You've yet to get people really yelling at you, so I'm assuming that's the definition.
I mean, you say that, but then gestures to the no longer existent video on Legend ZA.
I don't think people were really yelling at you about that one.
It's specifically about the Rayquaza thing. It's like, it's pronounced Rayquaza, you ignoramus.
Oh, that's just people being fucking stupid.
Yeah. I mean, that's the Pokemon community for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I say this as someone who thoroughly loves the Pokemon franchise.
My brain said, of course you love the Pokemon franchise. You're autistic.
Listen.
I can say that because I am also the autistic.
Fair enough. It's like, that's our word.
Our fixation.
Yes. Ourtism.
Ray Quasimodo, says Cloudy.
Rayquaza, fuck off.
Ray Quasi, fuck off.
Hellfire! Says Groudon, yeah, like screaming on the one islet it has. Alright, fuck
Oh
off,
god. Damn, what does Zubat ever do to you? Shit.
Alright.
Uh,
Now, let's see here.
don't avoid my attack, you little shit. Take my Razor Leaf to the face. Thank you.
When did you get Razor Leaf?
On my Nuzleaf.
Damn. I forgot you had one.
Yeah, it's called racism.
You know?
Greta says, like, one singular patch of land. Okay, I can explain. As a fellow bitch filled with spite, screw you, I'm gonna have my little bit of land, and no, I'm not gonna, like, walk my ass back to my actual big bit of land. I'm gonna stand here on my itty bitty bit of land and scream at you because you're fucking wrong.
Yeah, it's called New Zealand.
You motherfucker.
Is that technically not true?
I'm coming for your kneecaps.
You'll do that anyway. That's the tallest you can reach.
I beg your finest pardon.
I beg your finest
I am
pardon.
taller than the rest of the coven. How dare you?
Which is an
First of all.
accomplishment in and of itself, be that as it may.
I'm going to smack you.
Let's see. Should I forget? Is Bide worth getting rid of Tackle?
No.
No. Yeah, I think I'll pass on Bide. Ah, boy. What? Okay. Is this where we see him? There he is.
Lorelai says, I will fucking flatten your navel.
There's the naval gimp.
Bumba is quaking.
Exactly.
I feel a disturbance in the force.
My boob
Is that
impression.
your Bumba impersonation?
To be fair, the sound effect is more accurate than the actual voice, but I digress.
Lorelai, can you please clip that? I need to send it to Bumba.
Oh, my word.
I need to get this bitch in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take much. Alright, today's meeting, we're going to think about how to reimagine Archie to make him more unique and more expressive. It's like, well, we're lacking in, general diversity, so let's, make him a person of color. I think that works great. Our next order of business, let's give him a big old gold chain and make him overly aggressive. That won't be problematic at all.
I feel like it was less the we're gonna give him a gold chain and make him over aggressive, and we're gonna make everyone simp for him.
Yeah.
Also, it's Boomba, as in Boomba, and it is a mutual friend of mine. And, well, it's really Griffin's friend, and I've kind of just tagged myself on like, hello.
Yeah, specifically, Legend of Boomba on Twitch, a caveman VTuber, well, caveman / saber-toothed tiger catboy who was isekai'd here after he got his shit pushed in by a dinosaur and flung through time.
As you do.
As you do. And there he learned about the joys of video games, and the rest is history. Prehistory, but history nonetheless.
This motherfucker has detect. Feel a disturbance of the force, 1,000 voices cried out and were suddenly silenced.
Pitying the fool, honestly, I would not be surprised if Mr. T were a big influence on the redesign for Archie. Again, does not make it any less unfortunate. Where has the Poke Center gone?
The Poke Center.
Listen,
Goodness.
we all know what Nurse Joy gets up to after hours.
Do we?
Alright, so. Also, I just realized that they reused the... I'm pretty sure they reused, or at least modified, the Nurse Joy model from, Actually, no, this would have come out before Sun and Moon. So... I think this would eventually become the Sun and Moon Nurse Joy model.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Paw Patrol grew to level 14.
So
God, I love the delinquent design in this.
Oh, yes.
She's so cute.
Now, you said that the new level cap is 21, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Just checking on that. And making some slight tweaks to the UI here. Yep. I'm not gonna
Woo!
be
I got
hearing the
6
end of
soda
that for a
pop.
while. Yeah, no, that tracks.
Lorelai, I love you. I thought that was a trainer. It's a rock. Wham.
It's not a trainer. It's a rock. A rock. What is wrong with us?
Do you want a list? I have a
I was
list.
gonna say, let me count the ways.
do you want the TLDR or do you want the... Why is there a shiny patch?
Don't
Alakazite! Okay!
You know? Just
What do you guys sell?
adjustments here and there.
Honestly, if you've got to really put a bit more energy into your training, fucking rude.
How old?
Oh, he sells drugs. Okay.
I mean... So, let's see. We've been going for 3 hours now.
Look at your chat.
Let's see. Yes, the Boombaverse continues to expand. Welcome back, Boomba. We just met the lad, the boyo, the top dog, as it were.
We met your husband.
Yes, one of many. The boyo, yes. In all his skin-tight, wetsuity glory. Yes, the man who manages to make everyone wet everywhere he goes, hence the name Team Aqua. So, did we want to try
Yes.
and get an encounter? Oh. Oh. Oh, I forgot about the subplot with the friggin' idol.
Suffer.
Isn't she like Wallace's niece or something? Pretty sure that was the lore behind it, but
Something like that.
she literally just twerked on screen.
A zigzagoon as long as a fart. No.
Depends on how the dates go.
Fucking. Also, I need to catch up to where you are.
Oh, fair enough.
I was
Oh,
busy battling.
Don't let this be another mandatory, you need to take part in this side challenge thing in order to progress the plot.
Where the fuck is the captain?
Just soak this in for a second, folks.
I can't find the captain. Where the fuck did he go?
He is in the harbor building. That's a little closer to the south of town with the crane.
Oh! Thank you.
Yeah, his name is Doc.
You know, that's very original.
Yeah, and then after that you go to the museum. All right.
Oh, yeah, I know where to go from there. I just got mixed up where the things were.
That's fair. That's right. Pokeblocks were introduced in this gen. I thought the Pokeblocks just kind of looked like oversized Pez in this.
They're fun to make.
Again, was it not just her slow twerking? Am I crazy? Or, well, that's a different
I
argument.
don't think you're crazy. Also, fun fact, in your, stream art,
Oh, God.
advertisement art, you're wearing a pink version of her outfit.
God, that's
Does that mean you
right.
also twerk?
I mean, listen. Whatever it takes to bring the masses to my informative educational experiences.
You say this to an animator.
They came for the sexy VTuber. They stayed for the TED Talk. To even show all of you what exactly Emmett is referring to here, let me just... real quick.
Tippy tap.
Bring this
Tappy
up
tip.
on screen.
Did you cause problems on purpose by drawing that art, Emmett? Yes, I did. I always cause problems on
I
purpose.
was going to say, it depends on what you consider a problem.
Me. I am the problem. My parents said so.
There we go. Just bring this down to size here. From the convention banner that it would be otherwise.
Oh, that's enamel. I should swap out my poor child.
Merchandising! Merchandising!
It's smaller than the art I had to do the other day. That shit was 4.5 meters across
Yeah.
in a digital file. I could not render it out. I had to send them the working file on Google Drive.
The wonders of technology never cease.
You know, I'm gonna chuck it on my stream as well. Hold on.
Yeah, no, I mean, might as well cross-promotion. Which, for those of you who are not doing so already, I highly recommend following GaelicNox. Hey, you all, that definitely got Boomba's attention.
Hi, Boomba. I'll
but-
send you the high-res version soon.
But please go follow GaelicNox on Blue Sky, as well as on Twitch. They are a phenomenally talented artist, animator, and a very good friend of mine. In fact, I would say that for most of the people in the audience tonight, including, but not limited to, Legend of Boomba, M. Lorelei, Pusea the Goblin, Silverwings, all extremely talented people, far more so than any of them will admit, as well as Girlhead Foods. You know, all exceptionally talented. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, let's see you do something about it.
Don't tempt her, she will.
As the children
You have
say,
to leave
get
your room
dunked
at
on.
some point. Such a goofy grin. Listen, I'm a menace. I got the big toofers.
Absolutely. I believe what the children refer to as a goofy goober.
I'm a goofy goober, yeah. We're all goofy goobers, yeah.
Rock!
But what the hell is that?
I assume that Boomba has sent you another convincingly worded essay.
No? It's a...
That informative, huh? Just takes your breath away.
I'm a
Go ahead. By all means. Ah, yes!
fucking rat!
You dirty rat. Boomba, am I allowed to show this on stream?
Woo!
Okay. Then, let me just go ahead.
Spread the rat. Dang.
Yes. The world must know. Man, Stuart Little has fallen on hard times. Ah, my word.
Daddy's fave grew to level 10.
Well, you mean Boomba?
Boomba, how does it feel to be Daddy's favorite? Allow the children to observe, goddammit.
Oh my.
Not like that! The little hair flick, that's so cute.
Yes. Here we are. It's gonna...
Oh, here comes Maxie,
Oh shit, here comes Pac-Man.
the grumpy husband.
It's gonna...
Cheers.
No one needs to know.
So I really want to get like one of those push pin like machines that makes the little badgy pin things. And if I do, I'm turning that rat into a pin.
Damn right you are. Ah, my word. Alright. Anyway, where were we? You better expect great things from Ligma, because I do. Who's Steve Jobs? The man literally said, clap,
Button
clap, clap!
Where is she?
Will this hell never end? They
Perform for us, monkey.
They could just fade it to black there, but no, they decided, fuck it. Let's have each individual model exit stage right.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so... I think once you meet up with the idol, we can go north and get a new encounter.
Woohoo!
And I think we have a chance to get potentially a Plusle, a Minin, or an Electrite.
I know which one I want.
Yep. So let me know when you are through
I'm
that.
speeding.
Yes. Ah, my word. Okay, so I suppose this is another question for those of you watching so intently. Was there ever a, whether it's specifically Pokemon or any other video game character, was there ever a character from digital media, as it were, that's sort of awoken something in you that you did not realize about yourself prior?
Prince Sidon.
Yeah, no, that tracks.
Zero hesitation.
Yeah. All of 1 nanosecond of consideration. From video games in general, Lore.
Alright, I'm ready for the encounter.
Alright. Let's do it to it.
Meow.
Alright.
Sephiroth. There
Yeah,
you
no,
go.
absolutely, that tracks.
Minen! You better get a fossil.
I got an oddish.
That's a bit
You know?
odd.
You know? How did I not see that coming? Let's see. Let's kick things off with a Great Ball.
Yeah.
Where is Evenish? I'm not sure I understand the question, Omni. Oh,
Because oddish.
listen. It's been a night of unexpected success. I'm having difficulty coping with that. This is not the norm for us.
Why is this one called racism? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Ask Lorelai.
Yeah.
I got it.
Alright, so let me try a fake
The
out.
final Eva as well as GaelicNox counterpart.
Oh,
My counterpart is Nuzleaf.
just like it looks like an unfortunate caricature.
Also, it is your turn to choose the name.
Oh, very true. Fake out keeps fucking missing. I'll just use Astonish.
You can only use Fake Out once when you enter battle.
I tried using it once and it didn't take.
No, like, you can only use it the first turn you enter battle. That's it.
God, you're right.
Buddy.
Listen, it's been a minute.
That's Pokemon basics.
I can use Water Gun.
Hello there, Quinn. How's it going?
Hello. Oh. You know?
Please, for the love of God, switch.
Pick a god and pray. Get racism out, if only. If only it were that easy. Why is this Oddish so busted?
You gotta catch it.
There we go.
Hey!
Well,
Someone was giving away free donuts. Wait, really? Where?
yeah.
Right, what are we naming these children?
So, Oddish and Minun, correct?
Yeah.
Let's see. So we have the weed Pokemon and we have the cheerleader Pokemon. Nirvana.
Perfect. I've been hitting B the whole fucking time to input the letters.
You know? The more you know.
Who?
I think I spelled that correctly, right? It's been a minute since I've listened to any Nirvana, but...
It's how I've spelled it, so we're gonna assume it's right.
yeah. Ah, my word. So, welcome to the team, Nirvana. You smell like school spirit.
Damn.
Or team spirit, god damn it.
10 out of 10, you poser.
Listen.
I do think that is a good place to call it.
I agree. I'm just gonna head back to the fucking Pokemon Center because I made an idiot out of myself.
Yeah.
I mean, at least this time, there were no casualties as a direct result, but be that as it may.
Barely.
I am not used to us doing this well.
No, it's nerve-wracking.
To say the least, but once again... Mudkip in Oris.
I'm gonna head to the Pokemon Center because I video buffers.
Yeah. Ah, my word. So, with all of that said and done, I think this is probably a good place to end things for the evening. As Gaelic said, I want to thank all of you, as always, for joining us, even amidst unfortunate circumstances. I mean, I can imagine we could all use with a bit of a break. And even if we did briefly discuss current goings-on, I'm glad we could at least briefly discuss them, and hopefully, with just a smidgen of good luck, which we need all the good luck we can get.
Yeah.
We can move forward knowing that there's still possibilities for all of us, even those of us who will probably be subjected to many people trying to stamp out the flame of hope in the coming days, the coming years. But if I know anything about the people who have been following me, I know you're all just as goddamn stubborn as I am, and thus I know that you will thrive regardless of what anyone intends to do.
Hell yeah. Also for y'all over on my side, we're going to be rating Starry Prince. They're a lovely noodle. Be nice.
Excellent.
Be fucking nice.
And for all of you on my side of things, thank you as always for tuning in, for contributing your thoughts and feelings. And as always, please remember to resist, to speak out, and above all else, to fucking think. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye now.